War Memorial Stadium in the Randy Barnes Field in Union City, Tennessee. Hi, everybody, and good evening. This is the BallGame Blitz TV, produced by Worthy Road Studios on the TCA High School Facebook page and other entities as well. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley, along with Stan Gerard and Jay Cashin. Trace Robertson will be our cameraman tonight, and it would be Jay on the directing and the replay operator and a little bit of everything. Jay Cashin with us as always. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of the BallGame Blitz TV show without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. It's the TCA Lions tonight against Union City. Will be the 7th meeting. They first met back in 2007, and Stan, you did your homework. The game notes, as always, courtesy of Gerard LLC. Great to be back with you. It is hot, 81 degrees. Says it feels like it's 86. I think it's going to cool off a little bit with the sun going behind the clouds a little bit. Yes, dropped a couple of degrees, I would imagine. But at game time, expected temperature at 78 degrees, and it could be worse, but certainly great to be with you on the road. Union City, a tough and formidable opponent, no doubt about it. They run that veer offense. You know all about it. But we're going to take our chances here tonight up here in O'Brien County.
Great to be back with you, Diamond Dave. And the middle game in our 3-game tour to Western Tennessee will be in Murfreesboro next Friday night to take on MT Middle Tennessee Christian. But tonight, it's your TCA Lions against those, as I like to say, those golden twisty boys of Union City.
Been an interesting series, tied at 3-3.
Tied at 3-3, and interesting enough, TCA won the first 3 games of these series. Union City's won the last 3. 3 of the last 4 games, Diamond, have been decided by 8 points or less, and 3 of the 6 games, a participant in 3 of those 6 games has gone to play for a state title that year.
Absolutely. And, of course, TCA, we feel like we have a strong history in all sports, and football included. But you look at Union City, state champs in 2009, 2013, 2014, 2017. I was talking to one of the radio announcers, Robin Francis, a moment ago. He says they've sort of returned to the defense really salty, running that veer offense. And Robin says it's sort of shades of yesteryear here, so it's going to be a tough game tonight.
Well, they've got the folks on the social media cracking and talking, and they think it's going to be a year. But you know what? It's early in the season. You don't want to peak out and have so much confidence at the start of the year that you're on a downhill slide at the end of the year. It only takes one, and it just takes one team to stand up and punch you back and give them a bloody nose, and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, you talk about this series. You look back at 2009. You brought up and reminded me on the way up here, and again in the booth here a few minutes ago, TCA won here 31-21 in 2009. Union City went on to win the state championship. We were knocked out, that missed field goal at Adamsville that year.
Yeah, we didn't even make the playoffs, and interesting enough, that was a game that was played at TCA, knocked them off by 10. That was their last loss on the season, and it was a game that I remember distinctly. We made some halftime adjustments and absolutely shut down the veer on that night. It was a sight to behold. Probably held them to less than 50 yards second half offense.
The rain has held off. You were sort of hoping for rain on the way up here, weren't you?
I was actually hoping for some rain because with the type of offense that Union City runs, there's going to be a lot of handoffs, a lot of belly type stuff. The ball's going to be handled a lot. Gives you more opportunities for the fumbling of the football.
How much do they run the football? How about 1,259 yards, 3 yards net passing? They might change it up a little bit tonight, try to catch us off guard, but I think we're going to see the run.
Well, I can remember just a few years ago I did a game you were off. 14-6 was the final. We had them on about the 5-yard line, and we were selling our souls out to stop the run. On the next one, it was a 3rd down play. And if they didn't drop one off to the wing back, he went about 95 yards for the touchdown. Final was 14-6.
You mentioned Dave McCulley off. No, I wasn't off. I was probably somewhere else, but I wasn't off. No doubt about it.
You were off that particular night. You were traveling somewhere to do a game on a Saturday afternoon.
Somewhere on the road, no doubt. Let's take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, Stan Gerard had a chance to catch up with Blake Butler. He's the longest-running coach in the city of Jackson, and tonight he's taking his team here to Union City to War Memorial Stadium to take on those Tornadoes of Union City. We'll come back with Blake right after this. This is the BallGame Blitz.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Blake Butler. Coach, a big ball game tonight. We travel north to take on those golden twisty boys up at Union City.
Yeah, you know, Union City's a team that we've played the past few years. I know even long before I got here. And just traditionally a very good ball club. Have a couple gold balls in their trophy case, and you know, it's been, you know, a standard measuring stick program for West Tennessee for years.
Nothing's changed. The coaches at Union City can change, but the offense seems to stay the same. They're going to ground pound again between the tackles all night long.
Yeah, you know, they're a very physical ball club. You know, when you look at them, they're probably as improved as any team in West Tennessee. You know, just looking at the team we played last year to the team we see on film this year, like I said, it looks like they picked up a few big boys on the line, and you know, a lot of their young skill guys have really matured, and you know, they are a much more complete team in terms of just size and speed than they were last year. And like I said, I know they have high expectations for what they're doing this year, so it's a good test for our young ball club to really see where we stand, and you know, opportunity to go play a team with championship aspirations.
You look at this ball club, 5 kids averaging who have had over 100 yards on the season. They know how to spread the ball around.
They do, you know, and a lot of these kids, when you look at them on film, they've got the physical kids of Arnold and Smith in the backfield that are going to be really their dive backs. And then when you look at the quarterback, number 12, Keaton Brown, you know, he's a threat. He's a big, strong kid with a little bit of speed. And then they're going to try to get on the edge with number 7, Jones. And he's really their big play threat. You know, they've got a couple others, but he's really their guy. If they're looking to get the ball on the edge and break a big play, that's who they're looking for.
When you look at Union City, traditionally, obviously the ground and pound, it's the only time we're going to see this veer offense all year long. How difficult is it to prepare for an offense you see once a year?
Well, when you see something once a year, you know, it's tough because your scout team will never run it quite as fast or quite as well as they will, especially a team that's as proficient at it as Union City. So really your first couple series are, yeah, you have your keys, you prepare your kids, you've watched film, but the keys are reading or moving a lot faster than what they've seen in practice. And so when you add in that component plus the physicality of it, it's like I said, you know, sometimes it takes you a series 2 to adjust, and that's kind of the disadvantage of it, is because they eat clock with that offense. And so the big key for us is we've got to be able to play fast and physical from the opening whistle. And you know, that's where I think they try to establish early on, is because you can't really replicate what they do in practice. And like I said, you don't really see it much anywhere else, especially on our schedule. And so it's a unique, you know, opportunity for our kids to really, answer the call and learn how to be self-starters and, like I said, play fast and physical from the opening whistle.
I thought earlier in the week that we might have an opportunity to have rain be our friend on Friday night, but it looks like we're going to get a pass on the weather. That's not going to hit until the weekend later on.
Yeah, you keep it as a coach. You always keep an eye on the forecast and make sure you have a game plan that can adjust if need be. And but like I said, it should be a good night for football and shouldn't have to deal with the weather too much.
Looking at this TCA lineup, once again, boy, we came out last week against Fayette Academy, able to run the ball and throw the ball. Getting heavier on the passes as the year goes along, which is not a bad thing. But talk about quickly the key of having such a balanced offense where the opposing defense, in years past when we played UNC, they've been able to focus on one thing. They've got to prepare their defense for a lot more this week than what they're used to as well.
Yeah, when you look at it, on the perimeter with Will Weiser and Braden Waller have made plays out there, and obviously Kai in the backfield has done a great job. And, that's something that if you look at our film, we've had big plays in both run game and pass game. And so the more balanced we can be, my dad always had a saying of he who defends everything defends nothing. And so you've got to, as a defense, you have to decide what you want to take away and what you're going to, try to force the other team to do. And if you can be a balanced offense, it gives you a huge advantage if a team tries to crowd the box on you, being able to make plays on the perimeter in your passing game. Or if, like I said, they're going to, spread it out on you, being able to run the ball. And that's something that, as we continue and, develop over the course of the season, we really want to be able to, like I said, where nobody can just key in on one thing and stop us.
You look at the series between these two teams. This will be the 7th meeting all time between these two schools, and the series is tied at 3 games apiece. And there's only been one real blowout game, and that was a 42-0 game in favor of TCA. 3 of the last 4 games have been decided by 8 points or less.
Yeah, that's something that, again, it's just shows the competitiveness of this series. And like I said, we're not in the same region as them anymore. We're not in, even the same classification. And so when you look at our non-region schedule, I'd say we're testing ourselves, with some of the, traditional powers in small school football in West Tennessee. Like I said, you start the season with Adamsville, and they're a team that, like I said, back when we were region foes, that made a couple runs. Union City, like I said, here in the past decade have added a couple gold balls, and so when you're able to play teams like that in non-region, it gives you an opportunity to grow and an opportunity to really compete at a high level. Going into region play, a lot of teams will schedule non-region games trying to find that guaranteed win. For us, we want to play competitive games, and that's something that we feel at the end of the day. I'm not so concerned with my win-loss record in non-region games as I am being sure we're ready for region games and being sure we're ready for the playoffs. That's my goal as a coach. I'm not going to travel to Timbuktu to find a win when we can play good ball clubs here in West Tennessee.
I think at some point numbers do tell a story, and the longer you play an opponent, the more the numbers do tell a story. One of the, like I said, 3 of the last 4 games decided by 8 points or less. Another little factoid from the game that a lot of folks may not realize: of the 6 times these teams have hooked up and played, 3 times one of the teams has gone on to play for a state championship that year, and we've been included in that bunch as well.
Yeah, and just it goes to speak of what, like I said, the quality of football in this area and the quality of football that you can find, when scheduling non-region games. And, like I said, I think it's a good game for both sides, especially when you look at the 2 contrasting styles of, it's hard for us to, simulate what they do in practice, same way as, with us throwing the ball as much as we are now. For them to do that. So it kind of serves a purpose, because somewhere along the playoffs, we're going to play a big run-heavy physical team. Somewhere along their playoffs, I'm sure they're going to face a team that's going to spread it out and throw the ball. And so, that's something you look for in non-region games, is being able to get some different looks so your kids aren't necessarily blindsided when they get into a playoff game and you're facing an opponent that does something a little different.
Coach, keys to victory tonight against Union City.
I think we've got to take care of the football first and foremost. We can't make careless mistakes. Like I said, especially as much as we've thrown it this year, is we've got to eliminate those mistakes that can be so just detrimental to your success. And then we're going to have to match their physicality when we're on defense. It's no secret what they're going to do, and they're going to challenge your manhood, so to speak, by running it right at you and daring you to stop it. And like I said, and they'll put some things where they'll try to get on the edge real fast with some of their athletes, but for the most part, this is just going to be a physical, head knocker on the defense side of the ball for us, and we've got to be able to answer that and really take that step forward as a team to play that physical brand of football.
Coach, I know there's still a few injuries on the TCA side of the football, but one thing to always remember, a wounded lion is a very dangerous animal.
That's something, like I said, we've seen, through these injuries. Like I said, we want all our kids out there and healthy, but it's forced some kids to have to step up and play maybe in different roles. And, hopefully we get a couple of these kids back here in the next couple of weeks. And we've built enough depth and got some guys some experience to where, like I said, we've got a little bit more to rotate and keep guys fresh and guys that have built that trust with their teammates to show that they can do the job.
Coach, they're going to have a dance after this game because it's homecoming. Let's go to the dance and let's do some dancing up at Union City tonight.
Sounds good, Stan. Thank you.
That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Blake Butler. You are watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on the BallGame Blitz and Trinity Christian Academy football. We're back after this.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood, fungus, and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't. And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
At Alive Hydration Drip Spa, we offer top-of-the-line IV nutritional therapy, which has a wide variety of health benefits. From immune system boosters and skin care, fatigue, energy, and even hangover relief, you can be sure we have an IV blend that's right for you. All of our blends are administered by one of our experienced nurses in a spa setting to ensure you leave feeling re-energized and refreshed. Give us a call or visit our website to book your appointment today. We have what it takes to make you feel alive again at Alive Hydration Drip Spa.
George Tennyson is just one of the many sponsors that make our broadcast possible. You see our logo sponsors there: Jackson State, the Blacksmith, Jones Chevrolet, Thompson & Smith Insurance, and Foundation Bank. Let's do this. Let's step out again, and we'll step out shortly and then come back with the starting lines for the kickoff. It's coming up next. Union City hosting our TCA Lions. Stay with us, everybody, on the BallGame Blitz.
Football is here. Get touchdown savings at McCoy's Heating and Air. Cooler weather is coming. Tackle the season ahead with McCoy's and be comfortable this season. To get your furnace ready, we are now offering one-time cleaning for only $90. Score big. Call McCoy's and schedule your $90 cleaning today. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Tired of being seen and not heard? At Lifestyle Vision, we believe in patient-centered quality eye care for West Tennessee, which is why we are locally owned and operated. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We mentioned those logo sponsors a moment ago. We have quite a few other sponsors. We'll work them in throughout the game as well. Hi, everybody. Again, the BallGame Blitz tonight. Jay Cash and our producer and director, Trace Robinson, on the camera tonight. I'm Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard. Great to be back with you on a Friday night. No other place to be. Larry Vales just checked in with us. He says that he's watching. Gail Presley, Melinda Chapman, John Brailsford, Justin Miller, and Lois Ann Franklin and Ralphie and the gang. They're watching tonight as well. Larry tells us it's pouring hard at USJ. You can look back toward the Jackson area and to our west as well, and you can see some cloud cover. But all in all here, 81 degrees, down to 78 now, we're told. But it feels like it's in the mid-80s right now. It's been a hot and humid afternoon. But once that sun went down, the little breeze came up. And Stan Gerard, we're just about ready for football. About 7 minutes. The captains for TCA are crossway about to come this way. And it's homecoming here tonight, as you mentioned in the countdown to kickoff interview with Blake Butler. Great job with you and Blake both with that, and pretty well laid it out just the way you told me on the way up here. You thought how this game would be played out.
Well, it's going to be a difficult game as we're awaiting the arrival of the Golden Twisty boys from Union City. I think we got a little showmanship being displayed here tonight. Everybody trying to one up one another. Our captains are waiting to come out on the field, and their captains are nowhere to be found. Quite frankly, let's get the game going. It's 7 o'clock. Let's play football.
Captains across the way. Will Keltner will be one of those guys. I don't have the glasses on him. Also will be, that's going to be number 8. That's Braden Waller. Also out there will be Nick Jones. And the other captain I'm looking out there standing, it appears to be, who is that other number? 66?
I think
tell. That's Harrison Vance. The other captain.
That's too far for me to see.
Yeah, even that you need to have that surgery I had a few years ago. But getting ready for this one, field in great shape. Beautiful field. It's a grass field, but not, I think, any better than what we have back home. We're sort of spoiled back home at the Lions Lair. The captains now coming out in the purple, white, and gold helmets will be for the Tornadoes. Darrell Littleton. Also starting will be Carson Collins. And the other captain is Davian Jeffrey. So the captains will meet at the UC out on the field. Big hello to our good buddy John Graham, who's former player at Bethel. He is the vice principal here at Union City. Really nice of John to come up and speak to us before the ball game. I'm not sure that there's any other games tonight. I have 3 radio stations covering, 2 here from Union City and us.
It's a lot of media coverage.
And for TV coverage,
the big games deserve the big coverage. So, I mean, when you're talking about big media coverage, well, you got to be talking about Diamond Dave and Indiana Stan.
Indiana Stan, no doubt. Well, Stan, I heard one of the last things Blake said is got to protect the football and not turn it over. What are some other keys you take tonight coming into this big showdown with Union City here on the road tonight?
Well, Union City, they're going to try and run the ball all night long, ground and pound, shorten the game. They're going to have long drives. So your opportunities to score are going to be very limited in this ball game. So when you have the ball, you need to maximize those opportunities. You can't have turnovers. Your defense is going to have to get you a couple three and outs over the course of this football game and force some punts. And I think we're going to have some sort of, either some sort of special teams play to be a difference in this ball game. And turnovers, of course, always the key. And you see a team that has been prone to fumbles in years past. That's part of what you get when you run this veer option offense. You do get a few turnovers, so we'll see how that affects the outcome of this game.
Have to know your assignments and execute defensively because you just don't see this kind of offense very often, do you?
No, what you're going to see TCA run out, and that's basically going to be a 6-man front. You have Two men in the A gaps over the center. They're going to be plowing the road, so to speak, clogging up to where the fullback doesn't have any place to run. The tackles, their job will be the quarterback when he gets off, when he fakes to the fullback and tries to come around behind him off the hip for a run. And then the defensive ends, outside linebackers, they've got to contain one Tahiri Jones, keep him on their inside shoulder all night. You get that kill on your outside shoulder, he be gone for the night. Little kid, but he's got wheels.
You told me that on the way up here, and Blake echoed those same sentiments in the interview that you did a moment ago. Now, they could do an about face and try to cross us up. I doubt it, but net passing yards for the season, and they're 3-0. In case you missed it in the countdown to kickoff, 3 yards all year passing.
Well, and you look at this team, you look at their stats, they've used really basically, while you can look at the stats, you can see who the core players are. They've featured different people every week. Last week against Houston County was Tahiri Jones, 6 runs, 240 yards. So they're going to feature different people every week. They'll feature the quarterback, 2 different fullbacks, and probably Tahiri Jones.
The captain's meeting out at midfield. Will Weiser is actually the other captain. I said Waller, but it's actually number 5. That uniform wrinkled up a little bit. As we acknowledged as he walked out toward midfield, we had a better view of it. Well, the captain's meeting at midfield. We're great to have you aboard tonight. Aloha Schools, Jackson State Community College, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, Elite Dental, Carlock Nissan, Mitchell's Body Shop. Those are just some of the great sponsors. West Tennessee Bank, McCoy's Heating and Air, Alive Hydration and Spa. You saw George Tennyson's spot a moment ago. Lifeline Blood Services, Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances. Meanwhile, it is Tennessee Tractor, Water Well Solutions, Justin Miller in the game. Erickton Funeral Directors, Bank of Jackson. Keene Jewelers, saw Grover on the screen there just a moment ago. TCA has won the toss, apparently, and they have elected to
defend the south goal.
Yep.
And will receive. I'll tell you, Dave, one thing. Folks watching at home, look at the UC on that field. Look how sharp it is in that picture. It is much sharper in your picture on your TV screen than it is here looking at your naked eye on the field. Our cameras are doing that good of a job in bringing out the crispness of the picture. It looks better on TV than it does live in person.
Yeah, Trace does a great job with that, and, of course, Jay does a great job producing and directing our telecast. Meanwhile, Lonnie Cobb Ford, Nest Realty, and Lifestyle Vision is another sponsor, Dominick's. Snookum's Restaurant, just some of the great folks, Foundation Bank, and Brooksy's Barn and others making our broadcast possible. Well, we're getting ready for this one, counting it down about a minute. Next week, here comes the Lions out on the field, bringing the USA flag out here at Union City. And now, as we say that, here come the Tornado flags, led by their cheerleaders as well. And Union City's in the house, so we're ready for high school football on a Friday night. No other better place to be than somewhere in a stadium. This is, as Stan said, the sandwich game between our 3-game road trip. Last week at Fayette Academy, the Lions coming up with their first win, 1-2 on the year, coming up against his 3-0 Tornado team. Next week we'll be in Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee Christian. And first things first, got to win this one.
Absolutely got to win this one. One thing I like about coming up here, Diamond's a one-horse town here. You got to love the atmosphere of one-horse town, small town, high school football. And they do a great job of that up here at UNC. A stadium much bigger than you'll see at some 4 and 5A schools in the area, and they bring the crowd in a nicely manicured field. Great pregame activities and administration of the game. They do a great job here. They do a real professional job, and it's always an interesting affair when you get to play the Golden Twisty Boys, and it's a nerve-wracking game.
I did Lambeth for 18 years. I've done Bethel now my 12th year. There's some stadiums I've gone to, Stan, that you can't touch this one, even in the college ranks as well.
No.
Yeah, great picture by Jay and the gang. And the Lions will receive this football. They'll be moving left to right on your screen there. And the Tornadoes about to kick it away here to begin this action. Stan Gerard and Diamond Dave with you tonight from Union City.
And kicking off for Union City is going to be Finn Frankum, number 11, a sophomore.
Remember when he played basketball, hit the shot against us, remember?
Oh, I don't like him then.
Yeah. Don't you remember they hit that shot against us?
That's why I don't like him.
Finn Frankum, how could you forget that name? Yeah. Lions have Nick Jones back there. And also Vales. Cooper Vales back there, Larry. He's the closest one to us, and Nick across the way. They're standing at about their 15-yard line.
Field's
so the
got a
scouting
huge
report would
crown.
tell them that Finn Frankham does not kick it really, really deep.
Now, this is going to be a very short kick. Look how he's doing.
He's lined
it's
up
going
like
to
it's
go
going to
one
be
of
an
the second-row
onside
people.
kick, yeah.
Yeah, be very careful here with the call of the game. The voice of football, Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much. And, Stan, you called it right on the target there, and it goes out of bounds across the way at about the 30-yard line. Good decision there that time by Owen Atwood, who just let the ball skitter out of bounds. And the Lions will have good field position as we open up 2 seconds into the game here. Watching it, you see Union City wearing the all-purple with the gold helmets, white numbers. TCA decked out in the black breeches, the white jerseys. And the Lions will have it, where Stan, at about the 33-yard line, first and 10.
Looks like it's...
No, they're going to move it up to the
35.
37-yard line.
Yep, 37-yard line. Let's get it.
Johnny Williams is tuned in. Big hello to Coach Williams, Don Cox Patterson. We mentioned some of those other folks already watching earlier. Hash mark left. And tight formation, as in that gun, is Butler. Back there has Thompson with him. Butler rolls here to the near side. Wants to throw, does throw, and it's caught! What a catch. What a catch by Waller. 25-20, 15-10. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions!
62-yard touchdown run for the Lions on the first play of the game.
The defender went for the interception. It barely went over his arm, and there was Waller with a one-handed, left-handed catch. And he just scooted right away, and it's 6-0 Lions right off the bat. 62-yard pass play. What a great way to start this game if you're a Lion fan.
Man, what did that drive take all of about 6-7 seconds?
Well, it was 11:58. 12 seconds is what it took.
Wow.
And to attempt the PAT will be Pierce Holsinger. Butler is the holder. 6-0 Lions, 14 seconds into the game. Snap back, low snap. Butler gets it down, and it's blocked. And the low snap cost the Lions that time. But the Lions lead at 6-0. We'll take a quick break and be back with more right here on the BallGame Blitz.
Wow.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
My parents said they would buy me a car for college. This is perfect.
Well, this one isn't for sale, but I can tell you how to win it.
It's time for the 4th annual Lifeline car giveaway.
And Joe Mahan Ford is proud to donate a car again this year.
Get flood with Lifeline between Memorial Day and Labor Day for a chance to win a 2019 Ford EcoSport. Join Lifeline.
And Joe Mahan Ford and give blood this summer.
It's easy.
And you could save a life.
Well, Diamond Dave, a whole ton of people watching this ball game, a lot of great comments, and we're going to show you that replay one more time. Let's look at that. The nice throw. Tried to go for the interception. One-handed, and it was off to the races. The 30, the 25, the 20. I'm back at the 50. Down to the 15, the 10, 5. Give him 6.
And did a great job stiff-arming and staying in bounds, Stan.
Spectacular play.
Holsinger to kick it away. Our lovely buddy Melanie Wilburn is watching. John Brelser is still tuned in. Daniette McLemore Pitts, Wayne and Peggy Parker watching down in Mickey, and Hot Rod Parker.
The snake.
Don Cox Patterson says, yes, way to go. Leslie Bibb tuned in. Chris Tippett. Gail Presley still with us. She loves it. And here's the kick. And it's going to be
another touchback.
Another touchback by Holsinger. What is that, 7 on the year now?
Give or take one, but
I think
yeah,
it's
that'd
6
be
or 7.
an accurate statement.
I think it's 7. 6-0. The Lions off to the good start here. And stand against this kind of team where they like to pound you and ground it out. What a nice way to give them some dose of our medicine in the air.
Well, Diamond, here's the thing now. Remember what we talked about earlier, getting the 3 and out? Right now would be a wonderful time to come up with a 3 and out on Union City and then get the ball back.
It will be the quarterback, and he's going to be Keaton Brown, the junior, 6', 200-pounder. There in that veer. Back right up against him there. Lions on a 5-man front. Here's the handoff, and right up the gut, the running back up to the 25, to the 27, to the 28 and 9. Running the football is Jacob Arnold. Arnold's had a great year. That's his 30th carry. He's over 330 yards on the year.
Yeah, good first assault. He's going to pick up about 8, 9 on the play.
Yeah, 9.
Didn't think he got that many initially.
So, Keltner made the stop, the leading tackler on this team. 4-man front by the Lions. 2nd and 1 from the 29. The man in motion. They hand it off to the running back again. He's stuck.
Much better job.
Yeah, great stop there, right in the gut there that time. And leading that charge, Arnold carried it, and meeting him, Hank Miller there, along with Kendall Boyle and Stevens need to have big games, don't they, Stan?
I mean, we need big games all around. Rooksy has got to have a big game to just kind of clog up that middle. He is built for this type of ball game with what we need out of him tonight.
Didn't need a lot, didn't get a lot, but he got 2, and it's going to be first and 10 at the 31. Union City their own 31. Tight formation, and they run it the quarterback on the option this time to the 35, struggling his way up to the 39. He picks up 8. Finally tackled that time by the Lions, Zane Atwood and others.
He took
and
the fake
Miller,
there.
Hammer and Hank again, the freshman.
And went right off the guards behind at an angle and got the nice gain.
We mentioned Tompkins and Miller, the freshman. They don't play like freshmen. Second down and a short 2, long 1. Take your pick. We at the 10-minute mark and 10 seconds of this first stanza. TCA leads the game 6-0. Wideouts, 1 each way. Hash mark left under center is Brown. And the Lions jump off sides. They put that time in motion, Jones, and the Lions sort of reading that and bit, and it's going to be a cheap 5 and a cheap first down. They'll move the ball up to the 44-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. So 2 first downs for the Tornadoes. And, Stan, this is what they do, grind it out.
What you're going to see Jones do at times, he's going to go in motion, running right at his fullback, turn around, stop, and go back. That's also designed to get us to jump off sides.
Lions in that 4-man front again.
They don't run
Brown,
anything fancy.
No, they don't. They just come right at you. They hand it off this time, running back again. Arnold hit as he crosses the plane, but falls forward and gets about 3 or 4.
3-yard pickup, 3 carries, 14 yards. We did a nice job. Look at here. We'll hit him right at the line of scrimmage. Good little penetration there. Rooksy got a hand on him, but he was still able to plow forward to get a couple of yards.
Mark Van Buren getting his first start. He made that stop after Rooksy got a hand on him. 2nd and 7, the ball at the 42, their own 42. In motion, Jones, and they fumble that football. That's who's got it. It's a scramble for it. I think Union City falls back on it.
Yep.
Right at the line of scrimmage, but Brown came out that time, was running that veer here to the left side. It popped loose.
Yeah, he never got the clean handoff from center on
Sure
that play.
didn't.
And Diamond, what did I say during the pregame? You can see a team that is showing a propensity, using a big word there, to fumble that football.
I like that, no doubt. Wide out, far side is Cohen Robertson. One receiver here to the near side, and that veer again. Brown sells up under center, the big guy. They've got a good offensive line. Here's the handoff. No, he's going to the quarterback keeper. He carries it. He's going to get the first down as he struggles across midfield and powers his way inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line. Blocking that time was Robertson, who came over and gave him a block from that other side over there. And the first down, and Stan had him 3rd and long, but let him off the hook. They're at the 42-yard line of TCA now.
The thing is, if we had made the tackle at the initial contact, it'd be 4th and long right now.
Matthew Valentine tuned in. Beth Cornelius Waller, Chip Thomas, Matt Coble. How about Coach Coble watching? Doodle Butler, he's watching tonight. Loris Ann says, wow, let's stop him. Here's the handoff again. Running back, he's getting his load tonight. Jacob Arnold, their leading rusher, coming in tonight with 326 yards. He's adding to that total as he struggles his way down inside the 35, powers his way to the 33. It's a pickup of 9. Stan, you give up 9 yards on a first down. We've done it 3 times. It's tough to play defense.
And they're averaging, on their rushes about 9 yards a rush or so.
9.7, you said.
9.7,
yeah.
So they're going to keep pounding it here with the fullback quarterback. They're going to break out the wing back here eventually.
Yep.
There they do on the zip.
And there's
around.
that wing back. Here's the zip around, as Stan calls it. And he's inside the 25. And that's going to be Colby Craig, the senior, 5'9", 180. Boy, they have some weapons. Pretty methodical. They line up 22-yard line. Even when you think you've scouted them well, they still can get yardage. Meanwhile, Scott Martin is tuned in. Said, let's go Lions. Danny Lewis tuned in.
It's a matter, Dave, our defensive ends and outside linebackers got to get across the line of scrimmage and turn the play back to the inside to let the linebackers come in. We're letting them get to the outside and to the edge, and that's where they're getting the big yards.
This drive is approaching the 4.5-minute mark on the clock, too.
They moved
man
early.
in motion. Yep, that was Craig, and that he was set wing right. And something happened that time. He got a little out of sync, and he's going to be 5 yards against the Tornadoes. Well, we'll take it.
And this time you don't take the results play. You always take the yardage.
Absolutely.
Against Union City.
1st and 15. They'll move the ball back to the 27. 7:08 clock arrested here. On a hot night, Could be hotter, I know. Jackson Keltner's tuned in from Jonesboro. Hello, Jackson.
Staying the night at A-State.
Yeah, we talked about Trace Robertson, our cameraman, being a great golfer, having a great year. Both golf teams having super years. How about Jackson? He was a good golfer and still is.
Golf.
I bet Jackson can hit a long way.
Well, he did learn that from his dad. I know that much.
Yeah, from Mom. Both kids get their athletic ability from Mom, just like Hammer and Hank. Under center, Brown. Brown hands off. And running back, he's loose to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's going to go in. Touchdown. That's going to be Jacob Arnold. Arnold was able to bounce it outside and goes in from 27 yards out. And it is Arnold carrying it. And, ladies and gentlemen, this game is tied at 6-6.
5 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown, averaging 10 yards a pop is Mr. Arnold.
Yep, sure is. He's going to be over 400 yards unless we start stopping him. Finn Frankham in to attempt the PAT. Snap back, high snap, but the ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Barely.
7-6, barely made it across the crossbar, but it's 7-6 Union City at the 6:44 mark of the first quarter. Back after this. Stay with us right here on the BallGame Blitz.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
And welcome back to UNC. Peabody. UNC just marches down the field, takes a 7-6 lead. Folks, last night, don't forget, it was Peabody over Southside, 44-13. We'll have scores start to come in from all over West Tennessee here in just a few on the Thompson-Smith Insurance scoreboard.
9-play, 80-yard drive, took over 5 minutes off the clock. At 7-6, Union City leads the game. Diamond Dave staying the man. Here's an onside kick, and the Lions were waiting on him. And falling right on it, good awareness by one, Curtis Ray, the senior. Good play. And great field position for the Lions at their own 48-yard line. Steve.
Well, the thing is, if UNC is going to give you some gifts, now you got to take advantage of them. They're going to make it Christmas in July. We've got to throw that wrapping all over the floor.
No doubt. Well, Stan, the next time you and I go to Gatlinburg, we got a place to stay. Bo and Benita Keltner watching from Gatlinburg. I'm sure they've got a couple extra bedrooms for us. What do you think? Free lodging.
Okay.
Doubles here to the near side. One receiver far side left. Butler back there gives it to Tompkins, the freshman, trying to get outside. He's inside, back inside the hash. He's at midfield, and he's down to the 46-yard line of Union City. Good blocking on that left side of that offensive line. A good block that time, springing him loose, was Wilkerson.
Pick up a 5 on the play, Dave.
They don't have the lights on. It's hard to see my it is Wilkerson that made the tackle. Second.
That's offside.
And it is. Yeah, they called it, I think. I think you called it. They called it. Yep, that's exactly right, Stan. Your eagle-eyed Gerard caught that one.
Thompson-Smith scoreboard, an early upset in the making. 13-0 Jackson Christian with the lead on ECS. Did not see that one coming.
Well, I haven't seen Jackson Christian. They're number 1 in the state, so I don't know if it
they dropped down to number 2.
Oh, they dropped to 2, but that's still, I don't know if it'd be a big upset. ECS looked awfully good against us, but I understand Jackson Christian's really good. Cheap first down for the Lions, so both teams have given the other team first down by a penalty. High snap, but Butler's in the pocket. Butler looks, Butler throws in the fly pattern, got a man down there, but he's well defended. Did he catch that football? That ball is caught! Wow! What a catch. Circus catch.
And what was that, a 10, 20, 30?
That is caught by Will Weiser. And Stan, he's inside. Where do they mark it? At the 8-yard line. That's a 35-yard toss.
I'm going to give him credit for 4 more and call it 39.
Well, the public address announcer said 36. I said 35. You said 39 somewhere. Touchdown! In the end zone, wide open. Waller, and Butler has his second touchdown pass of the night. A 8-yard pass for the TD, and the Lions retake the lead just like that.
Oh, man, just throws it. Oh, he pays the price for that touchdown, though. Wide open for the score. Let's hope KJ, he took a rack on that play.
And the Lions are going to go for two. Nick Jones is back there, and Butler says, get back in that wings position. 4 wideouts here to the near side. Yep. Butler on the high. Now they just try to deceive him. That ball is caught. Is it? No, it's dropped. 2-point conversion goes awry, but the Lions lead the game 12-7. Stay with us. We've got a great one going from Union City already. 5:51 left in the first quarter. That's a 52-yard drive of the Lions, and they lead the game 12-7. Stay with us on the BallGame Blitz.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Well, Diamond Dave, the offense can't complain about being tired tonight. They've been on the field for a grand total of 3 plays.
My goodness, first play from scrimmage, and TCA scored on a pass. Now at the 5:51 mark of the quarter, they scored another pass, 52-yard drive. Sliced in there was an 80-yard drive by Union City. Well, Holsinger had the touchback earlier. Let's see if he can get number 8 on the year. 12-7 Lions. Here's the kick. This kid's a big leaguer, folks. That one is into the end zone. Another touchback. And Stan, what a great weapon Pierce Holsinger has become for this Lion football team.
And you got to have a leg like that when you're playing a team like Union City because, the longer they have to go, the more chances for something to go wrong with their offense.
Family members love it. Pam McLeod says, way to go, Kay. Jeff Weiser says, Uncle Jeff is watching. Let's go.
No score in the Hardin County and USJ game. 3:11 to go in the first quarter. That one tied at 0. But Hardin County's got the ball on their own 4-yard line driving.
Our great friend Tom Britt just sent me a text. Tom, until he retired at UT Martin, was the second longest running play-by-play guy in the nation. Here's the handoff, and that's going to be Arnold wide open again, 30, 35, 40. And he's across the 40 to the 42. We've not shown the ability to stop him. And Stan, here's the replay brought to you by our great friend Jay Cashin, and he just made a great cut there, nifty feet, and then runs with power. And the Lions bulldogged him down at the 40-yard line, 41, 1st and 10. 21-yard pickup.
Yeah, 21-yard pickup on the play. Great block by their one of their wide receivers. That play was able to spring for the extra 10 yards.
41-yard line, 1st and 10. Here comes Brown again. Keaton Brown, the quarterback, 6-foot, 200-pounder. Wings both way, and that veer. Puts the man in motion, hands it off this time. Is that Arnold again, struggling his way and powering his way? That's not Arnold. That's carrying that day, ball game that time, one of the captains, Darrell Littleton, so they're giving Arnold a little bit of rest. Stand that offensive line, just getting great push. You see it there.
And really, we got him we hit him at the line of scrimmage. Did TCA, and that was Lakai Tompkins on the hit, but Little John was still able to pick up 6 yards in the play.
Nicholas Riddick coming in the game along the line. Blake and the coaching staff trying to give people some blows here. This kind of offense can wear you down as well. Man in motion again, but they hand it off. Oh, no, the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to dodge 2 or 3 would-be tacklers. Breaks a tackle, breaks another.
That's a block
breaks
in the
another
back.
tackle. He's on his feet inside the 30, 25, 20, and all the way down to the TCA 12-yard line before finally he is tackled by Cooper Bells.
Officials missed a block in the back at the 40 on that play.
We were our own worst enemy, though, Stan. We had him 3 or 4 times. People had a good shot at him and just missed him.
Yeah, hopefully we can see that one again to see where the what was that, by 10?
Here's the
20,
replay. See if you can pick
30.
up that illegal block. He just, great balance.
Yeah, we did a good job on penetration there.
And it will be now ball at the
and
11-yard line. And here's
so
the
close.
quarterback, Brown, 10, 5, close to the end zone. Is he in? He's down at the 1, I think.
Oh.
He needed 10 for the first down, 11 for the touchdown. He's going to come up a little short. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1.
Tell you what, Arnold, check that.
He's inside the 1. 1st and inches. 1st and goal inside the 1-yard line. Well, TCA scored twice. They've had the ball twice. Union City second possession. They're threatening to score twice themselves. I would think Brown, the quarterback, TCA jumped anyway, and it's going to be a touchdown. Yep. Brown goes in. 80-yard drive, their second 80-yard drive of the game. And Union City marches right down the field. The big play there by the quarterback, Brown, and it's now 13-12, Union City.
And on for the extra point will be
Finn Frankham, your buddy.
Yep.
Finn Frankham. Snap forthcoming. It's down, or back. The ball is down, and that kick is no good. And it stays a 1-point game. We'll take a break. Well, the Lions will have it the third time. Will third time be the charm as well? We'll be back after this short break on the BallGame Blitz.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, they've had some great players from Union City to go to UT. They strike up Rocky Top after the touchdown. One of my good buddies, best buddies ever in the baseball card trading business, Mark Griffin, former ball basketball player. Still think of Mark a lot. He lives up in the Knoxville area. Well, Stan, 2 possessions both teams, 2 scores both teams.
Well, watch the onside kick again, little pooch kick this time.
A little pooch. TCA's got to get over there and get it, and they do at the 25-yard line, and Waller will bring it back up near the 30.
Good hustle on that play by number 1.
That's Cooper Vales. Cooper, Johnny on the spot. Larry, you'll be happy with him. Hot Rod Parker, big UT fan, is tuned in watching. So Vales did a good job getting over there to it, and it's going to be where? At the 30-yard line, 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, the TCA offense set to come out on the field. They moved back to the 29.
Yeah, I thought he got to the 32. I guess they said his foot went out of bounds at the 29.
Yeah. Well, you're never going to get the benefit of the left foot spot here.
Yeah, you were talking about them when they came out. 29-yard line.
They are like a box of chocolates.
Yep, 1st and 10. And I'm going to get this gentleman to move here right here for me. And here's the handoff. Now Butler's going to keep it. Butler
go.
35-40. He's up to the 44-yard line for the first down.
10, 15. Well, check that.
42-yard line, 1st and 10.
A pickup of about
13.
13
actually 14. You get 42. Let's give him 13. Don't cheat him there. Triples far side left.
That gentleman from us could not decide who he wanted to stand in front of.
He was in front of me. Then I did my Stan Gerard imitation. I asked him to move. Here's a tough pass, incomplete. Blake Butler wanted pass interference, but he's not going to get the flag.
Let's see if we can see it here on a replay.
Great defensive play by Arnold.
It's a little flat pass here.
Yep. Stan, that's a dangerous pass out there, isn't it?
It is really dangerous.
And Arnold read it really well. Watch this.
That's good defense.
Yeah, it was. Blake, I think, pleading with his heart more than his mind.
I like it. I'm especially against a team like you can see, I'm liking when we get vertical.
Blake looking for win number 70 in his career.
I'm not a big fan of the flat passes.
2nd down. Yeah, a lot of bad things can happen. And here's a fumble. Tompkins is going to fall back on it and never really had his hands on it. So an exchange problem between Butler and Tompkins that time. So TCA now faced with their first sort of dire straits in a way. 41-yard line, loss for yards, 3rd down to 11. Beautiful sunset. Look at that sunset over there, Stan. My goodness, look at that. I got to put my camera on that one. Get off my Facebook for a second. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Here's Butler in the pocket. Butler throwing, looking for Waller. Waller, another catch! Is he in bounds?
Yes.
Now they say he's out of bounds.
Oh, let's see this one again.
Right foot down. Well, the replay will show us.
Their coaches were calling it for the ref before the ref ever called it.
Yep. I think, in all honesty, though, Stan, it was the right call. Would you agree when looking at it here?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's the right call.
Very close, though.
So it's going to be punting for the Lions.
But here's
Jones
the deal.
will stand back. Very dangerous back here at his own 35-yard line, Stan.
We have found a weakness in their defense, and that's against the downfield play.
Well, here's
Butler back.
Butler back to punt it. They almost got to it. A high, nice punt under the circumstances. Takes a great TCA roll. Outstanding roll. Inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line, and Butler comes up with a good magic punt that time.
43 yards on the kick. 1st and 10. Union City here with Diamond. I can't see the clock, so you have to tell me how much time's left in the quarter.
My wife tells me it's really raining hard in Jackson now at our place. 2:30 left, 13-12. 2:30 left in the first quarter. So, reminding me that I set those plants out and they're taking a beating. So,
go get them.
Yeah, that's right. My son's home. He can go out there and get it. 17-yard line, 1st and 10.
That's a job for you, though.
That's correct. In motion, Jones. They hand it off to Arnold. Arnold powering his way across the 20. Scampers his way to about the 22 or 3.
Lakai Tompkins in on the tackle for TCA.
Here's Jay's replay. You see Jones in motion. Lions stayed at home, but he just was able to go behind the right tackle and right guard and get good yardage, Stan.
Lakai's doing his job, containing, and then once he sees the ball there, he's coming down to make contact.
2nd down and 5. Ball at the 23, actually about 4. Quarterback, Brown keeps it. He's got the 1st down up to the 29-yard line. He's a nifty running back in his own right, Stan. Coming in here tonight, we mentioned Arnold and Jones. Brown had 150 yards rushing coming in the game.
Yeah, he's got 82 yards already on the night.
Well, Union City now marching again. They took this one. They've had 2 80-yard drives. They took this one at their 17. Lions had to punt a moment ago. First time one of the teams has given it up and downs. Far side right will be Robertson.
Dave, one thing you know, so we're starting to make contact a little bit earlier with them, which is a good sign.
Yep, no doubt.
See right there, early contact. And we've got a whistle on the play, it looks like.
As the officials sort it out, and they'll move Union City back 5 yards.
Diamond, when you're a TCA defensive player, there are 3 things that have to happen on every play. The fullback needs to eat dirt. The quarterback needs to eat dirt. And the wingback needs to eat dirt. 3 people need to be planted 6 feet under on every play if you want to successfully manhandle this defense.
1st and 15, back to the 24. They move the ball. War Memorial Stadium, a historic stadium here through the years. Randy Barnes Field, former coach here. They go with the option here. They're going to give it to the wingback, and that's going to be running that ball. Craig to the 30, and they had to get the hole now to the 40-yard line. That's going to come back. He had the 1st down up across the 40. They had to get to the 39. And that's going to come back. You can hold the phone, the famous words of the legendary late Bill Haney.
Yeah, look at the replay on this one again. We had him contained, and our containment is going to come to the inside. We had good outside containment, but then the containment went inside, and he was able to get to the outside to get that gain there.
48.9 seconds left. And they'll move the ball back from the point of the infraction. And they're going to move it back to the 27. It may remain 1st down. It's going to be 1st and about 14, 13.
Yeah, the option. We didn't have the contained man out there is what it actually was. And there was your hole right there at the 38.
He's pretty well mugging him, wasn't he? Clock running, 40 seconds.
He was getting ready for the homecoming dance tonight.
Yeah, a little dance.
He was doing a little slow dance
That would have been too close. The prompters would have made him stop. Here's the handoff, little scat back, 30, 35, 40. Turns on the burners, 40. 45. The Lions finally trip him up and saving the touchdown. Now they fumble the ball, and the Lions come up with it. I think they're going to say he was down, though.
Well,
that's the speed of Jones.
Hold the phone,
we've got another flag back here.
Yeah,
they're going to get holding.
It's going to be another hold. I thought I saw it right there. Right there at the 35-yard line was the hold. And a sigh of relief, the shoestring tackle.
Well, Stan, you mentioned several times, and I echo your sentiments again. When you run the ball the way they do, at high school level especially, you're prone to make some mistakes. They've done that 3 or 4 times, or they've been called for 2 holds now. And then they almost fumbled a moment ago as well. They moved the ball all the way back to the 27.
So it's basically 1st and 10.
First and about 11, yeah.
But I'd rather have the 1st and 11 on the 29 as opposed to where it was going to be.
That may be the last play of the quarter. Down to 10 seconds. Let's see if they snap it.
We've just got to do a better job of containing, keeping those guys on the inside.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, They are going to get it off with 2 seconds. And here's the RPO. They'll flip it over here now as the horn sounds. Coming right at us is going to be Craig, and they run him out of bounds, TCA does, at about the 36-yard line. He picks up about 7 or 8 yards. When we come back, it'll be second down and about 5 or 6 yards for Union City. They lead the game 13-12. We'll take a short break and be back with more. The Lions down by 1 after 1 here in Union City on the BallGame Blitz.
Waterwell Solutions offers experienced water well drilling and service throughout the greater West Tennessee area. Whether you need a 4-inch residential well or a 16-inch irrigation or municipal well, they have you covered. Waterwell Solutions has locations in Somerville and Brownsville with a fleet of service trucks and well service technicians that are ready to cover your service needs. If you need residential well service or a new water well, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more, your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
Folks, I'm going to show you this replay once again. And you see Hank Miller in there. Hammering Hank did his job, forced the pitch, but our other outside containment let the running back get to his outside shoulder, and thus the 7-yard pickup. Good job, Hammering Hank, though.
Yeah, it was. Hammering Hank Miller, just a freshman. Ball at the 36. It's second down, and I said 7 or 8. It's actually going to be second down and 4. I apologize. So the Lions trying to get a stop here. And now it looked like we may have had some hanky-panky again, although Jones stopped.
Yeah, he's going to do his little skip-to-Malou stuff to try and get us to jump.
And now I think it's going to be timeout Union City.
Well, that was a
delay of game. They did not get the timeout.
That was a fire drill gone awry.
Well, I'll tell you, the coaching staff of Union City cannot be happy about that. Because, Stan, you're coming out. Nick Markle, the head coach, Wade Maddox, defensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator is Cole Clanton. But bottom line is you come out of a quarter break, and they'll tell you, the coaching staff, well, that's inexcusable to get that kind of penalty.
It certainly is. They've got the game clocks here, so they know exactly where it is. I can tell you, Dave, you look at the facilities here at Union City. You look at this ginormous field house behind us, indoor practice facility, to how they have this whole thing set up to the gym. The folks up here at Union City spare no expense when it comes to athletic facilities, and they have the clocks in the correct positions. That should never, ever be an issue when you have clocks like this.
They do a great job. I wish they had fenced a little money for an air conditioner.
I'd sell it for some rails on the steps.
Well, it's 13-12.
And an oxygen mask at the top of the rail.
13-12 your score. Union City, an explosive first quarter. Both teams' first 2 possessions, they had the ball. They scored.
We are way up here.
TCA turned it over. Excuse me, didn't turn it over. They turned it over on downs, had to punt it. And Union City began this drive at their own 17. They're at their 36. Here's the handoff to Arnold. Arnold plowing his way for the first down. Stan, they're following that right side of that offensive line, and they're getting good results. He's up to the 42, first and 10. Watch this play.
Pickup of about, 6 on the play?
Yeah, he's going to scamper. Watch this.
We're making the contact early, but they're able to fight through it. Lakai Tompkins with the tackle. Arnold with another big gain.
Body slammed in there, but not before. He picked up the first down, ball at the 42. So they moved it 25 yards on this possession. And first and 10 with 11.5 left in the second stanza. Brown under center. Hands it off. Jones is hemmed in. Dancing, but can't dance enough. Tompkins brings him down with help from others.
Nice hip toss takedown by the freshman Lakai Tompkins.
That really was. Penalty marker, and let's see what that's about. It came from the official across the way.
And this was late flag, too.
The flag resting at the hash mark left over there. And let's see what they've called here. Referee now will tell us.
It was from the far side.
No flag. No waving it off.
That was that inadvertent flag this time. At least it wasn't an inadvertent whistle like last year's game that cost us a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Lions trail by 1, 13-12. And it will be 2nd and 11, a loss of a yard. 11-11 left in this first half. Brown keeps it after the play fake and falls forward to the 45, to the 46 or 7. He's tackled there. Nick Jones, Hammer and Hank had a little piece of the action. Keltner over there in case they missed him. He had him hemmed in. 3rd down and about 8, or make it 7.
We're doing a good job up front making initial contact, but where they're getting their quarterback, Brown, does a great job of pulling that ball and reading what the defense is giving him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, here's a big 3rd down. The Lions faltered a moment ago, had to punt. Now let's keep them from converting the first down. Arnold did not get it.
I thought.
No, he did not fumble, but tackled by Mr. Keltner and company. Will Keltner made a great stop, and it brings up 4th. Butler in on the stop, too, but Keltner was there. It's a gain of 2, so it's 4th and about 5. A good 5. The public address announcer, he's a little biased toward Union City. He says 4th and 4. I'm biased toward TCA. It's 4th and 5. A short 5.
It's about 4th and 7. 4th and a short 7.
So a chance here now for the Lions to get great field position and stop them. The 4-man front digging in. They go to Jones. Jones trying to turn the corner. He turns the corner for the first down and more. 45-40. Trip him up out of bounds across the way at the 41. Stan, he darts and feints inside a little bit and just enough to throw you off guard, and then he gets the first down on the outside.
He just does a fantastic job.
He's a water bug compared to these other guys they have, following that offensive line.
Isn't that his first run of the night?
No, he ran it a moment ago.
Okay, I missed that one then.
Didn't get much. I think 4 or 5 on the play earlier in the game. But, yeah, he's got 2 carries, Stan.
Okay.
So at the 40, 1st and 10.
That's hard to see once it's dark in the press box.
It is dark in here. I'm having to hold like you hold the phone up to where I can see. Receivers each way, tight formation, hash mark left. Brown comes out of there with a football, and he'll fall down and fall forward enough for about 4 down to the 36. On the stop, Miller made the stop with help that time from Vance.
If I'm reading this correctly, USJ 14, Hardin County 7 on the Thompson-Smith scoreboard.
Over at Kirkland Field.
7.5 to go in the half.
Raining, we understand, pretty hard in Jackson. Not a drop here. 2nd and 6, 36-yard line of TCA. Lions back on their heels a little bit. Brown will pitch it here to the wing back. And Jones is going to get good. Oh, what a nice scoot that time as he moves inside the 30. He made a dazzling bit of footwork. Looked like magic.
We had him hemmed in there.
Watch this. Watch this. Keltner made the stop. But look at this. Stops on a dime and then starts back up like he never stopped.
That stiff arm resulted in an additional 7 or 8 yards in the play.
You folks on the radio side will just have to take our word for it, but it was a dazzling move by Little Jones. Ball to 28, 1st and 10. Senor, here is in that. Now they give it to it is Jones carrying it. Jones 30, Jones 25. Jones on his feet inside the 25, down near the 20. Craig carried it, not Jones. Number 1 carried it, not.
These guys for UNC do such a great job of extending the play until they can get to the corner.
Tell you another thing, too, Stan. If you're running back for Union City, you won't get dismayed because sooner or later you're going to get the ball and get the chance to carry it, aren't you?
They do play a lot of kids in the ball game.
Well, it's got to be 1st and 10 now. The ball, 2nd and 2, I should say. And the ball is where? At the 20-yard line.
And we've run, 6 offensive plays?
Yeah. Handoff. No, Brown keeps it. He faked it that time to Arnold and kept it himself. And he's got the first down. Boy, Miller made the stop. But, boy, Brown's really nifty with that, handing that ball off or keeping it in. Miller looks like he might be a little shaken up. Let's hope he's all right going across the way. Kevin Hansen's going to check him out, I think.
Tough kid.
Ball down to 16. Yep, just like his mom and sister. Well, the ball's at the 16. 1st and 10. 8 minutes exactly left. Well, one thing about this, It's a quickly played game with all this running, isn't it?
Yep. I'd sure like to see us getting some more offensive plays in, though.
Yeah, that's what they do. They just grind at you and keep your offense off. Here's the pitch back and carrying it. And nothing there. Great stop. He may have got a yard or two, but what a stop by Nick Jones as Jones carried it.
Yeah, look at
Tompkins, too.
Yeah, look at this. He forces him inside. Jones forces him back inside.
No, it's Lakai that made the stop.
Tompkins
You're
for
right.
the takedown, but it was Jones turning his man back inside. That's the way the play is supposed to be done.
That tackle does not look like a freshman wearing that number 7, does
No.
it? You just dropped in from out of this area and said, boy, that guy's got to be an all-state senior. He's a freshman.
We've seen him what he can do offensively. You're seeing tonight what he can do defensively.
And now the Lions jump. Let's see. I think they're going to maybe get Union City on some illegal motion, though.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yep. Well, I'll talk it over. Let's see what this is about. 7:07 left in the first half. 13-12. Union City leads the game by a point. Both teams scored their first possession. Offsides, TCA. Humbug. I thought they might have moved. Union City was acting like they thought the penalty was on them. And then they get TCA for jumping. So the ball to the 10. It's going to be 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line. Jackson State, Jones Chevrolet, Thompson & Smith Insurance, Foundation Bank, Blacksmith, just some of the great sponsors that make the BallGame Blitz possible every Friday night. Handoff, Arnold, nothing. And there's the big guy, made that stop. And the big guy, Rooks Stevens, made the stop stand. Watch this great play by Rooks Stevens.
Did a good job burrowing under, coming up and getting the tackle on the Thompson-Smith scoreboard. 28-7, Jackson Christian.
He took the big lineman, Keelan Robertson, 300 pounds. Rooks is at what?
Bigger than that.
345. That's 645 pounds, and the running back said, I can't go through this.
You know, Rooksy's on the shooting team. Of course, you know, he's so big. He gets to use a bazooka.
I bet he's got a shirt. Here's the quarterback keeper, and he's going to go in the end zone. Touchdown, Keaton Brown at the 6:02 mark. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a 83-yard drive. They've had an 80-yard drive, an 80-yard drive, an 83-yard drive that took a long time. 6:01 stand left in the second stanza, and it's now 19-12.
And just textbook Union City offense.
9-yard run by Brown.
Well,
they just keep lining up and coming at you, don't they? And, you know, there was times in that drive that I thought TCA hung their hat right at them and played well.
We made good initial contact
they go
against
for 2.
them. Now we really need the
Brown
initial
under
contact
center
here.
In that veer. Brown's going to keep it and follow the blockers, and that's just textbook football. Running the veer the way you're supposed to run it. And it's a 2-point conversion, and Stan, watch the blocks, the lead blocks here.
We did not play well on that defensively.
No.
We dived down. Great blocks by the tackle and guard going left and right respectively. Went in so easily. Diamond Dave, you could have run that one in.
I'm not sure I could have, but it's 21-12, 6:01 left here in this first half. We're back after this short break on the BallGame Blitz.
Well, we've seen a lot of offense on the field. 33 points have been scored. If you could talk to a lot of people, they would have said, well, that's pretty good for Union City for the half, but it's 21-12. TCA, 12 points on 6 plays of offense is all we've had tonight.
Jeff Sisk is tuned in tonight. Good news and bad news, Jeff. Tampa Bay leads the Yankees 1-0 in the third. The Yanks do have 2 runners on with 2 outs in the third. Yanks lead down to 4.5. I'm sort of stunned right now by that. Well, Stan, right now we're a little stunned on the heels. That's Union City's third possession. They've scored on all 3, and all have been sort of methodical. 80 yards, 80 yards, 83 yards. Lions have had it twice and scored quickly on both possessions.
3 times.
3 times, that's right. Scored twice of the 3. Here's a short kick, 25-yard line to the 30, to the 35, and a scrub over there, and they push back
Well,
let's see who brought that back, Stan.
Far side, I'm not able to.
It looked and appeared to be Bales. We wait on the PA guy. He's got lights over there. We don't have lights in here.
He turns the lights out in here, but he keeps lights.
Well, Jay turned the lights on for us. They're just not working.
Well, no, somebody turned them off on us.
Oh, did they? 39-yard line, so the Lions have it. And it will be 1st and 10. Well, Stan, need to score here because we've not shown the ability to stop them yet. So can't let this thing get out of hand. 5:54.
We're going to have to turn this into a track meet, apparently.
And now timeout. Let's see who called that timeout. I think Union City called it. They haven't signaled yet who called it. White Hat now will tell us. It is Union City calling the TO. We'll take one as well. 21-12. Second quarter, 5:54 left. The Lions have it 1st and 10 at their own 39 when we come back on the BallGame Blitz.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
On the Thompson-Smith scoreboard, it is South Gibson 14, Memphis Kirby 0.
39-yard line. The Lions will have it there. 1st and 10. They're on 39. Thanks for joining us tonight and watching. Great number of people watching tonight and listening. High snap, but Butler has it. Butler's going to throw it, and there's Tompkins, incomplete and almost intercepted. But a great catch by Tompkins, thrown a little bit behind him. He had to sort of reach back and try to catch it. And it almost picked off, yep.
If we can maybe see this one more time.
Boy, Cade Butler's really turned into a nice quarterback, though. He fearless back there, throwing that ball over the middle, and Tompkins had a shot at it but couldn't come up with it. Here it is, the replay by Jay.
I think we're going to see the far outside receiver here is going to end up being his man and get open on the play.
Here's the pass
Tompkins was
downfield.
open, too, initially. Had to go high for it.
Butler dropping back and incomplete again. Tried to hit Tompkins near midfield.
On the run.
And overshoots him again. Yeah, if he catches that, he may be a quick 6, but couldn't come up with it. 2 high passes by Cade. Got to get that adrenaline down just a tad. But 3rd down and 10 now.
We are challenging them. We are pushing them to their limits
well, Stan, the
defensively.
Thing that bothers you and worries you here, if we turn it over and do not convert here, it puts your defense right back out there under the gun again.
Yeah, we've got to get a drive here. So I cannot personally see the clock from where.
5:43.
5:43. We've got to have a drive. It's going to encompass a couple 3 first downs.
Yeah, we took the possession at 5:54, remember.
I'll have to take your word on it.
So only 11 seconds. Hand off Tompkins. Tompkins, great cut to the 40, but they nailed him at the 41. Only picked up 2. 4th and 8. Got to punt it. Well, that is the poorest series of plays we've had tonight offensively. The tackle made by.
I don't know. We had incomplete passes, but a couple of them were well thought out, well designed plays. Just either a little under or overthrown.
It just seems like that was our poorest possession, though. Yep. And the Lions will bring Vales back off the field, and Butler's going to punt it from about his 35. Tompkins back there to block for him. He's in that short. And now the Lions are going to go for it. They're not going to punt it. And here's Butler throwing it. And he's got a man down there, Waller, and almost caught it. But incomplete, and they're going to get pass interference. Yes.
Woohoo!
Waller, did he catch the ball anyway? They say he caught the ball
10,
at the 30-yard line.
20, 30.
What's this?
Wow.
He came up with a catch, a juggling, acrobatic catch by Waller. And a flag on top of all that. And how about the call by Blake Butler? John Keith, you got to be happy for your son.
3 catches, 110 yards, and you will not see a better catch than that one there by Mr. Waller in the game of high school football.
Mom's probably pretty happy about it as well.
I mean, look at this. Double coverage, being pushed, one-handed, brings it down.
Focus.
TCA in business.
What focus, my goodness. High snap, but Butler gives it to Tompkins. Tompkins has running room as he moves to the 25.
Going to pick up about, 8?
And ball is at the 30. So they're going to give him about 5. 2nd and 5.
Oh, I thought we got a little more than that.
I think you're right. He did get more.
Yeah.
Ball's at the 31, so they move it down to about the 23.
Who needs the laser surgery?
Yeah, that's right. 2nd down. What a big play. Look back at that play later tonight. How big was it? On a 4th down near midfield, and you go for it. And Waller saves the day with Butler on the pass. Hand off to Tompkins. This time, nothing. They snuff him back at the 25. Loss of a yard or 2. 2nd, going to be 3rd down about 4. 2-down territory. Stan, this never really got going, did it?
We're trying to pound him in between the tackles, and we got to find a way to get Lakai outside so he can use his speed there. He had an opportunity to get around, use a stiff arm, and get to the outside, but he went on the inside cut there.
I would think go up top this time. Triples here to the near side. One receiver far side right toward the TCA bench. Butler back. Butler throws over the middle. Caught. That ball is caught. And it is caught inside the 15-yard line down the 10. And catching that football was Delk. Joshua Delk. And what a nice call by Blake Butler. Michael Mancini in the game. Stan, that was called brilliantly and executed brilliantly. Look at this.
All the way down the 10, 15-yard pickup.
Jay's on top of his replays tonight as well. What a nice
Delk.
catch by Delk. No relation to Tony. 10-yard line. 11-yard line, actually. They can get a first down without scoring. Tompkins, no. It's going to be Butler carrying it. Butler's going to toss it, and Butler's going to be
he got run over.
He sure did. That's got to be a flag and no call.
And a referee looks right at it. Let's see this. Look into the corner of the end zone.
Don't like to get on them, folks, but this is a no call.
The only thing they can say was uncatchable
yeah,
ball.
It might be what. Yep, it might be. I'm not sure.
Where'd that ball bounce? That's not a good call.
Yeah.
That is a not good call.
It was
we'll have
short.
to leave it at that.
Yep. Well,
ball was in the area.
2nd down and 10 from the 11. 2:58. Lions trail 21-12 in a high-scoring game thus far.
And now we got a flag on TCA.
That could be unsportsmanlike. Ineligible receiver downfield. Penalties decline. I was hoping that wasn't going to be unsportsmanship, someone saying something or something, Stan.
Well,
ball back at the 11, 2nd and 10 there. And you know you're going to get 3 or think you get 3 anyway because of Holsinger, but you want to go for 6.
Oh, yeah.
And get 6. Triples here to the other side, and now I'm not sure what happens, but we had a receiver take off way too quickly. That looked like the fire drill that went wrong there.
What movie am I thinking of right now? He didn't have enough rocks in his hands.
That's out there at no man's land, too, and everybody sees that. Well, I'll say one thing.
That might make the highlight reel.
You don't see Waller make a lot of mistakes, but he made that one bad that time.
That play will make the highlight reel, though.
Yeah, they'll if we come back and win this thing, they'll chuckle about that in the film room later. Butler.
Ooh, high snap.
Rose right. Throws. Got a man down there. Tompkins. Touchdown, Lions!
How about that?
Tompkins just flat beat his man, and Butler, Johnny on the spot right there. And watch this. On the high snap, kept his composure. Rose, and look at Tompkins just flat beat his man. Just flat went around him and beat him.
15 yards on the touchdown reception for TCA. And now it's 21-18.
61-yard drive on the 16-yard touchdown pass. Butler, 3 touchdown passes tonight. Here's the PAT by Hosinger. Good as goal. Yes! And it's 21-18. And the Lions roar right back in this thing, only down by 3. Back after this short break on the BallGame Blitz.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Well, Diamond Dave McCauley, there you see it. 2:50 to go in the first half. Union City 21 at TCA 19. The Lions matching the Tornadoes blow for blow here in this contest. And now Union City with another crack at the football. Could we see an onside kick here? Or no, we want to kick it a mile.
Well, the good news, the Lions are just really playing well. What a catch Leslie Bibbs says, yes. Don Cox Patterson loving it. Doodle Butler loving it. Johnny, Coach Williams, Bonita Keltner. And all the game that we mentioned earlier. Daniette McLemore Pitt says, great job, Kai. You're right. Uncle Jeff's still watching. Mr. Weiser. Well, another touchback by Mr. Holsinger. You can't brag on that kid enough. His older brother was a great kicker. One of the great field goals in TCA history back when he played. 21-19, 2:50 left in Stan. We've got a barn burner here in Union City, don't we?
Yep. Very few people saw this coming in this ball game, and while the defense hasn't been able to do what I hoped they would do, the offense far exceeding my expectations in the first half. I couldn't be more pleased with the offense. Our touchdown-to-play ratio is phenomenal.
I want to credit our coaching staff, too, Stan. They saw something on film this week. Handoff, little guy. Here's Jones coming this way, backstepping, 30, 35, 40.
Wrap him up.
And, yep, poor tackling that time. And he's all the way up across the 45. And they'll mark him out of bounds at the 48-yard line, a 28-yard gallop by the little guy. Vales made the touchdown-saving stop. Stan, I want to credit our coaching staff, too, though. They saw something on film against Union City and says, hey, we can beat this bunch if we pass it. That's exactly what we've done tonight.
Well, I've said that all along. I saw something in the film that did not, let's just say, make me be all that afraid.
You spent about an hour with Blake Butler today. Do you share those thoughts with him? Here's the handoff. There's Craig. Craig back at the 45. The Lions have him pinned in. This time, great tackling. Great play by Vales, who turned him in. And then guess who was there after Vales? The leading tackler on the team, Munder Will Keltner. But Vales made that play.
Did a great job extending the play out, and he was never able to turn it back in. That's the way you defend a play like that.
Look at Blake Butler. He loves it. Look at that. Applauding across the way. The coaching staff over there. We'll mention them all. Second down and 10 after no gain. Here's a rare pass play. They're going to throw it. And here's the pass down there and wide open and missed him. Craig was wide open inside the 20-yard line, and Brown just overthrew him.
What did I tell you, Dave? They lull you to sleep. They lull you to sleep. And then
that was a good call by Coach Markle and the Union City staff.
Lucky.
We were fortunate that he just overthrew him. Sure did. We've had a couple overthrows, but that was fair play for us that time.
Yeah.
Third down and 10.
Boy, wouldn't have been nice on that.
Great facility here at Union City. Their tennis courts, their football field, baseball, all around this one area. It's really, really great job they do here. Just like TCA. Third down and 10. Handoff, running back. First down, 40, down to 38. And that is Arnold. And Stan, we have just not been able to stop him. And there's nothing fancy about this, just offensive line blocking. Look at this.
Lakai Tompkins from the linebacker. Look at that hole. He recognizes it, gets his hands on him, but he's having to come from so far. Tackle's got to do a little bit better job on the interior, but great running by Mr. Arnold, 14 big yards.
Keltner had to ride him down. Here's Jones with it. Lions have him hemmed in this time, back at the 40. He lost 2 yards. Great defensive play. There's Tompkins back there, Hammer and Hank. And also back there for the Lions was, I have to get my glasses out here in the dark. Man, it's dark in here and hot in here. Let's not complain, though, Diamond Dave. No one cares. It's Owen Atwood that made that stop. My late mother once told me when you complain, half the people don't care and half got the same problems you have. Hand off to Arnold. Arnold able to twist and turn, go sideways, and gets inside the 35 down to about the 33.
What does the clock say, Diamond?
1:10 left. We've got to stop them.
We've got to find a way to stop this.
They've scored every time they've had the ball tonight.
See, because they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right. Am I right? They've scored every time they've had the ball?
They have.
Long drives, 80, and 83. Here's an option and a bad toss, and they scramble for it.
Get the ball!
And Union City falls back on it at the 45-yard line.
Sure?
No, it's Hammer and Hank. Hank Miller comes out with a fumble recovery. Excuse me.
We're going to see that one again. You got to get those eyes looked at. Get that appointment tomorrow, Diamond Dave.
The Miller family will love that. Keep up with the Millers.
Now.
And Hammer and Hank has it at the 45.
There is the turnover that I was talking about that we need to have. We got to stop. We got the turnover, and we have how much time?
50 seconds.
And we got 55 yards to go approximately. As the late, great Dusty Rhodes used to say, we in business.
Well, I love what happened after the play, too. Zane Atwood came over and gave Hammer and Hank the high five. Said, way to go, freshman. Atwood, a sophomore. Well, the ball at the 45-yard line. First and 10, Lions with 50.5. Even if you don't score, you go in only down by
Big
2.
Mo is on your side.
I said 21-18. It's actually 21-19. That's right. 21-19 your score. Ball at the 45-yard line. Stan, you get about 35 yards. You put Holsinger out there, you got a shot.
And they're playing a lot softer now. Defensively, run ought to be open.
Butler drops. Offensive line, great job protecting him. Throws, and it's caught. Caught and stepping out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
For a first down. No, short.
Bales caught it. No, Waller caught it, excuse me. 8. I got to start watching the camera because in this distance over there, it's hard to tell. Waller, we'll look at this awareness. 43.6 seconds. It picks up 9. Second down and a yard. Boy, a couple more of those. You got Holsinger a chance to give you the lead at halftime. Stan, he's good from
I'm not thinking 3 right now, Dave.
Well, timeout, Union City, I think. They're back on their heels a little bit. The turnovers put their defense under the gun. 43.6. We're going to keep it here. Union City leads 21-19. Stan, what does Michael Mancini call over there?
I think we're going to what down? We got second and 1. I'm going to waste a play here. I'm going to see if I can bust Lakai around the left end. On a little run around left end. Let's see if we can bust him. They've been able to hem him in between the tackles, but I don't know if they have that much success if he can get to the edge a little bit and be able to use that big stiff arm of his.
Well, Jeff says, bad news. We're down 4-0 now. Well, the ball's at the 46, second and 9, 43.6. Good news here, though. The Lions really giving Union City all they wanted more. Second and 1
we're going to
after the 9-yard pickup, excuse me.
It won't be a run to the left by Lakai.
Nope. Butler in that gun. They
Blitz.
put the blitz on him, and he recognizes it and throws it. It's caught. 35-yard line. Inside the 40, I should say, down near the 35. That's Waller. And look at the awareness for this young quarterback, Stan. He sees the blitz coming. Waller runs a little curl pattern. He's got the first down inside the 40. And he's down at about the 36-yard line. We're going to step out real quick. First and 10, TCA. 35 seconds left. Back after this quick message on the BallGame Blitz.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Well, Dynamics Physical Therapy, Stan may need that tonight if the Lions keep playing the way they're playing.
The way I'm talking, I'm getting pumped.
You're talking about sprinting down the bleachers. We like to never got you up here. 36-yard line, first and 10. You did a good job. Butler, back. Being flushed out of the pocket, runs right at us here, needs to throw it away. And he does just that.
Smart play.
Smart play by the young quarterback. Stan, you don't want to take a sack. That took about 9 seconds, 26.6. They put some pressure on him a moment ago, and he recognized it.
Yeah,
that time they put more pressure on him.
I want to see the play again if we can, or they're going to come back to the line of scrimmage too quick.
Yep. Second down and 10.
Didn't have it anyway, but I wanted to see if Lakai would have been available as a safety valve dump off.
Butler talking to
because he's
Tompkins.
staying there for protection.
Delk to the near side, 2 receivers far side right. Put a man in motion. And a bad snap. And here's the toss. And at the 30, receiver there. And he's going to be gang tackle and finally knocked down. And with 17.6, short pickup, Waller caught it. Boy, Butler did a good job on the errant snap. The Lions trying to use their lineman there coming out. Kennedy made the stop for Union City. Another timeout. The ball now at the 30. Hash mark right, 3rd and 3. Quick break. Back after this. Can the Lions score? We'll find out after this on the BallGame Blitz.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. mattresses, and bedding accessories, outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
The great folks at Kaufman's, the fine people who sold me my stove and refrigerator, great appliances, great help, local people, Kaufman's on the northwest side of Jacksonville. Diamond,
and I
third and short.
We bought a living room suit from them some years ago. Third and short, Butler in the pocket, and now flags. Maybe illegal motion the way that normally that's going to be the call there.
Oh.
16.4. Cannot afford that kind of penalty there, Stan.
No.
Sets you back now to the 35. And it would be a 52-yard attempt if he had to attempt one from here. So you need to get a good, I think, Stan, 8, 9, 10 yards, don't you?
We agree.
3rd and 9, the ball back to the 35. Give Holsinger a shot. You've seen him boot some 45-plus, haven't you?
I have. I've seen some in practice that I thought were coming right in my window a few times.
So, ball at the 35, 16.4. 9 yards for the first down. And you have to watch the clock. Butler's back in that gun by himself. They flood the near side here with receivers.
Now, typically when we do that, he throws to the somebody off the backside. We've seen that a lot.
Waller is the guy that Union City probably thinks.
Changing the play, too, here, Dave.
And let's see, they're looking at the clock. It says 16.4. I don't know if they're going to put more time on the clock or what. 21-19 your score. TCA down by 2. They put 17 seconds. Put 0.6 of a second up there. There, they got it. Well, every tick helps, doesn't it?
It does.
They had Tompkins in the slot here. Delk's there with him. They send Waller and Vales to the far side. Now Butler goes over and talks to Coach Butler, his dad. He comes out. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9. Butler in the pocket. Steps up, throws that football, and it's incomplete. I'm not sure that he thought that Tompkins was going to be on the fly pattern, and that was about 10 yards too far. 11.8, and now it's 4th and 9.
And we're going to go for a field goal, it looks like.
And they're going to bring out Holsinger. This would be, ladies and gentlemen, a 52-yard field goal attempt. The holder is Butler.
The school record is 54, though.
Just inside the right hash. And Pierce Holsinger attempting a 52-yard field goal. The snap is back. The ball is down. The kick is up. It's got the distance. Let's see if it's got the distance. And that kick is no good. Barely missed over here to the left stand, but it was right at it.
Had the distance.
And that's sometimes that happens, but look, you cannot fault the effort of the team and Pierce Holsinger there. Almost a whisper, and TC would have led here at halftime. 7 seconds left.
Well, now play deep 6 here, and just do not let them have the big play. Because Union City is liable to pull off something. So we're going to be playing deep ball here.
Not in the moral victories at halftime and not in the moral victories at the end of the game. But I think if you told Blake Butler he would come to Union City tonight and be down 21-19, he would have said, we'll take that and take our chances in the second half.
We're an extra point, 2-point conversion away from tying this game.
Absolutely. Well, they send the receivers each way. And Brown under center in the veer. And they'll give it. No, it's going to be carrying it. That's Jones, their deadliest little scat back. He's tackled 35. Gain tackle there, and that ends your first half. Well, an explosive and exciting first half of high school football. From War Memorial Stadium in Union City, Randy Barnes Field. Union City leads TCA 21-19. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Stats, analysis, and more. Union City leads 21-19 over our Lions. This is TCA football on the BallGame Blitz.
Lifestyle Vision, located at Thompson Farms, offers patient-centered comprehensive eye exams. Select your new look with our latest styles from exclusive brands. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, We make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
If you work outside or in a facility with no AC, or you're just struggling with this year's heat wave, it can really take a toll on your body and health. At Live Hydration Drip Spa, we can help you recover with our Beat the Heat special for only $59. Call or visit us online today to set your appointment.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Well, it is raining all over Jackson, Madison County and Medina, Tennessee. Here at the half, it's Union City 21, TCA 19. And, well, I can best describe it as a fist fight. These two teams just going up and down the field, punching each other and moving the football. TCA through the air, Union City on the ground, and the Lions matching the Tornadoes pretty much blow for blow in this contest. We're going to go to the Thompson and Smith scoreboard here, and we've got some shockers for you. In the second, ECS 7, Jackson Christian 35. In the second, Hardin County 7, USJ 24. South Gibson leads Kirby 21-0. Maryville and Alcoa tied at 14. Westview 20, Fairview 0. West Carroll 20, South Fulton 0. Marked Tree, Arkansas 21, JCM 0. Riverside 21, Huntington 17. And we're going to scan for some other scores here in West Tennessee. 21-0, South Gibson now leads in that ball game. Haywood 28, Lexington 7, Buck 22 to go in the half. Moving to some other scores here as we try and find them. I think that's what we're going to go with. Is Milan 42, Liberty 0 at the half. It is Fayette Academy tied with their opponents at 13 with 17 seconds to go in the half. Other scores from in and around West Tennessee. We're trying to dig them up for you as we go here. We're going to, it is Paris 14 and their opponent 14 as well. Just put the team names instead of these Twitter accounts that nobody knows who they are. It is Chester County 21, Adamsville 7. 11 minutes in the second quarter. And that, my friends, looks like a look at our West Tennessee scoreboard. When we come back, we'll have more on the halftime show. You're watching TCA football at the half on the BallGame Blitz and the Trinity Christian Academy Football Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood, fungus, and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
At Alive Hydration Drip Spa, we offer top-of-the-line IV nutritional therapy, which has a wide variety of health benefits. From immune system boosters and skin care, fatigue, energy, and even hangover relief, you can be sure we have an IV blend that's right for you. All of our blends are administered by one of our experienced nurses in a spa setting to ensure you leave feeling re-energized and refreshed. Give us a call or visit our website to book your appointment today. We have what it takes to make you feel alive again at Alive Hydration Drip Spa.
Football is here. Get touchdown savings at McCoy's Heating and Air. Cooler weather is coming. Tackle the season ahead with McCoy's and be comfortable this season. To get your furnace ready, we are now offering one-time cleaning for only $90. Score big. Call McCoy's and schedule your $90 cleaning today. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Tired of being seen and not heard? At Lifestyle Vision, we believe in patient-centered quality eye care for West Tennessee, which is why we are locally owned and operated. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
And welcome back to War Memorial Stadium in Union City, Tennessee. Alongside Dave McCulley, my name's Stan Gerard. We're at the half, and it is Union City 21, TCA 19 at the half. The Little Lions matching the Tornadoes blow for blow in this contest. TCA scores on their opening play of the game, and we've been going back and forth ever since, and it is 21-19 at the half. Before we go any further, we'd like to remind you that any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this BallGame Blitz TV show without the expressed written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly and positively prohibited. Oh, you may try and get one past Diamond Dave McCulley on that, but don't you do it. Just watch the complete replay. Here's some individual numbers for TCA here in the half. And Will Weiser, 1 reception, 39. It is Lakai Tompkins, a reception and a touchdown for 17. Delk, 1 for 15. And Braden Waller, by my count, 6 receptions, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Braden Waller having an all-state caliber of night. I think this is his 3rd game, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look back at the stats. This may be Braden's 3rd game over 100 yards in receiving, and he is certainly early on in the season at Diamond Dave McCulley putting up some all-state type numbers, along with the quarterback, the sophomore Cade Butler, who is chunking the ball all over the field, and just amazing people with what he's been able to do. And Braden Waller's hands of glue for TCA.
Oh, no doubt about it. He's turned into not only TCA's best receiver, but one of the best in the entire West Tennessee and maybe even in the state area as well. Stan, I'm going to get you a bar your flashlight. Give you a scoring recap as the Union City Tornado Marching Band performs, had homecoming here. The Lions get on the board. First play from scrimmage, 62-yard Butler to Waller pass, PAT no good. At the 11:46 mark, 14 seconds into the game, the Lions led 6-0. 27-yard run, though, by Union City at 6:44 mark. And that was a run by their Arnold, their running back, outstanding, one of the best running backs we've seen this year. PAT made it 7-6. That was an 80-yard, 9-play, over 5-minute drive for the Tornadoes. What does TCA do? They answer right back. 5:51 mark of the first. It was Butler to Waller, 8-yard pass play, wide open in the end zone. Lions go for 2. They don't make it. And it was a 12-7 TCA lead. Union City, they come right back. Their second 80-yard drive of the game. This time it was Brown, the quarterback, 1-yard run, 3:29 mark. Union City led the game 13-12. They went for the PAT, and no good. That's what we stood at the end of one, 13-12 UC. And then Union City opened it up a little bit, an 83-yard drive, 9-yard run by Brown, 6:01 mark of the second. 2-point conversion by Brown. He walked in after following the blocks of his 2 running backs, 21-12. Right when you thought the Lions were in deep trouble, they converted on a midfield, really actually just in their own territory on a 4th and 4. They went for it, and Butler found his receiver open, 61-yard drive, and it was a Butler to Tompkins pass, this time 250 mark, 17 yards, 21-19, as the Lions trail the game by 2, and that's how we stood at the waning moments, I should say, of the first half. And then a 52-yard attempt by Pierce Holsinger to give the Lions a lead.
Oh, just wide
and
left.
Just wide left, had the distance, but not the accuracy, but a great effort by Pierce and the entire TCA team. At halftime, it's 21-19. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this. Stay with us. This is the BallGame Blitz.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Beauty, isn't she?
My parents said they would buy me a car for college. This is perfect.
Well, this one isn't for sale, but I can tell you how to win it.
It's time for the 4th annual Lifeline car giveaway.
And Joe Mahan Ford is proud to donate a car again this year.
Get flood with Lifeline between Memorial Day and Labor Day for a chance to win a 2019 Ford EcoSport. Join Lifeline.
And Joe Mahan Ford and give blood this summer.
It's easy.
And you could save a life.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
At the half is Union City 21 and TCA 19. We're going to give you another look at the Thompson & Smith Insurance scoreboard. McKenzie 42-7 in their game. Chester County 21, Adamsville 7. Westview 20, Fairview 0. Covington 42, Brighton 6. Waverly 37, McNary 0. These are all halftime scores. 12-7, Riverside over Huntington. Milan 42, Liberty 0. 14-6, Dyer County over Trezevant. Mark Tree leads JCM 27-0 at the half. West Carroll, wow. South Fulton has come off the deck to tie West Carroll 20-all at the half of that game. USJ 24, Hardin County 7. 42-0 Dresden over Gibson County. Henry County trails Brentwood. I thought this would be tight, and it is. Brentwood leads 7-6 over Henry County. Checking some other scores from West Tennessee. Camden 28, McEwen 20, Haywood 28, Lexington 7. All these are halftime scores. And let's see if I have some on my note paper that I'm missing. South Gibson 21, Kirby 0. Last I had, Maryville and Alcoa tied at 14 in that ball game. And that is a look at your Thompson-Smith halftime scoreboard here at the half, where Union City leads 21-19. Both teams with 3 touchdowns. It'll be Union City football to start this second half. And we're going to take another break, and then we'll be back right at you to set you up for what you're going to need to know for an exciting second half of football. TCA football on the BallGame Blitz and the TCA Football Network.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Waterwell Solutions offers experienced water well drilling and service throughout the greater West Tennessee area. Whether you need a 4-inch residential well or a 16-inch irrigation or municipal well, they have you covered. Waterwell Solutions has locations in Summerville and Brownsville with a fleet of service trucks and well service technicians that are ready to cover your service needs. If you need residential well service or a new water well, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more. Your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
As we get set for second half action, Union City 21, TCA 19. Diamond Dave, the Lions of Trinity Christian Academy have done what they've needed to do. They've kept themselves in the ball game. They've kept it close. And we've got 24 minutes of football and extended halftime, which is going to be a little bit of extra rest for our Lions, and we know they're going to need it. But we're in the ball game, dude, and we're matching them score for score. We got the stop we need in the first half. Union City is going to have the ball to start this second half. Again, key to this second half, we're going to have to get another stop. We're going to have to get a 3-and-out, something like that, in the third quarter play, another turnover, and then TCA just doing what we've done all night long, and we will have a chance to come in here and, like they say, shock the world.
Pierce Holsinger has 3 touchbacks already. Kicking now to our left, we like number 4, which would be his 8th on the year. And here is actually 9th if he does this, and it is just that. That bounds into the end zone, and it will be at the 20-yard line. The Tornadoes will have it there, 1st and 10. Not a huge crowd across the way, although that is one of the larger visiting stands you'll see, but a good crowd across the way. Many people watching us. We say hello to you, but I've lost my ability to see who's watching right now. 21-19. I'm not getting the Weather Channel either. We were trying to get the temperature here.
It's hot.
I did get it just long enough to see Tampa Bay beating my Yanks 4-0. 21-19. We get ready for this second half. The first play from scrimmage. Glad to have you aboard tonight. Next week in Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee Christian will be there, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock will be the kick. Here's Brown, the quarterback. He's got Arnold right in behind him in that veer. Wings left and right. They put a man in motion this way. They give it to, no, Brown's going to keep it.
Maybe 2.
And he might have got to the 22, and that's it. Great defense that time to open up this second half. And you'll see, watch that big line. As he actually gave it to the run. No, he kept it. Took it right out of his belly. And a big stop there. Van Buren and Rook Stevens and others. And the other guys there, Boyle, all of them clogging up that middle. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 22. We played 30 seconds of the third stanza. Brown under center. Puts Craig in motion. Brown's going to run it and option it back to Craig. Craig will turn the corner at the 30. Gets the first down.
Nice one-handed tackle there,
as he scampers to about the 31 or 2.
Watch this tackle. They go here, belly to the fullback. He does a good job coming down. We come across, force the pitch.
Yep.
TCA does a good job fighting off the block. Could have been a little hold and a nice one-handed tackle there. Even though they gained some yards, TCA played that about as well as they were going to.
Zane Atwood, the guy that played it so well.
Pick up of, 8?
And it's going to be, I thought he got the first down, but they say he went down at the 29. It's going to be 3rd and a yard. 3rd down and a yard. Big play here maybe to stop them, and they give it to Arnold. No, Brown's going to keep it. Gave it to Arnold, took it right back out of his belly. He's up across the 40 to the 42, 43. Fooled the defense and fooled this announcer, Stan.
One thing we always said, 3 people got to be hitting, putting the dirt on every play. Quarterback's got to be one of them. You thought he handed the ball off, hit him anyway.
Yeah.
And this time he still had the ball.
Exactly right. Someone go with him and stay right with him, and others follow someone else, the other running back.
You've got to shadow the quarterback at all times.
So they began at the 20, and now they're at their 42-3. Here's the little guy, Jones, midfield, 45, flag.
Oh, block in the back.
It's all going to come back. They got the first block in the back here near midfield. And the guy that was
then there was a second one after that.
Owen Atwood saw that. Yeah, they got the first one, though, way back here at midfield.
There was a hold right there.
Yeah.
And then the block in the back there.
Well, Union City, outstanding team,
They're
well
killing
coached.
themselves.
But, Stan, if they continue to make plays like this night and other nights to come, they'll get beat somewhere, you know what I mean?
Does that mean we can get 30 yards and penalties?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Doesn't work. We're not playing the progressive rule.
Be nice if we could. Back to the 40, they'll move the ball. It's going to go back to be 1st down again, but it's going to be 1st and 13. 10:41. Boy, we need a stop. Down by 2. And cool off a little bit, but still in the mid to high 70s here in Union City tonight.
Oh, my knee is locked.
Down in the 50s later, or some next week. Hand off Arnold. Arnold, big hole. 45 midfield. Didn't get the first down, but he got very close. Van Buren made the stop. Also, Nick Jones on the stop. Also, there was number 20, Atwood. He's having a good game, but it's a big pickup. They needed 13. He got 12. It's 2nd and a yard at the TCA, just outside their 48-yard line.
I've got him, Arnold, with 113 yards and 11 carries unofficially.
Came in with 326, so he's over 400, obviously. Put Jones in motion, a little mix-up in the back. The quarterback keeps it, though, and he's going to get the first down. That was a botched-up play between he and the running back, and then the defense was there, but he was able to bounce off everyone. Stan, he's pretty steady back there at the quarterback position running this offense. The kind of guy you want back there. Didn't lose his poise. It's 1st and 10, Union City at the TCA 42, make it 43-yard line.
Oh, thought we had him pinned in.
Yeah, should have got him. Should have had him. Lions talking it over there defensively. Hitching up his britches there is Rook Stevens, all 345 pounds of him. Man in motion. Give it to Arnold this time. He's got a big hole. 30, and just bowls over a defender. Cooper Vale's hit him hard enough, though, to throw him off balance, but he's got another first down and stand there back methodically, just running it down our throats. There's a nice trap. And he's inside the 30 and got the first down at the 26-yard line.
What they're doing, whatever gap Rooks is playing in, they're running the opposite gap of it.
Well, Lions in some trouble now, down 21-19, and needing a stop. 1st and 10 at the 27s where they say his knee hit the turf. And Brown keeps it.
Same play?
Yep, same play. They're putting it in the belly, bringing it back. Hank Miller made the stop. but he still gets down to about the 21 or 22.
They're going everything because Rooks has done a good job in plugging the hole there. They're just going away from that because Rooks plugging the hole there takes away the belly on that play, so they're just doing it to the other side.
And, Stan, you begin to worry a little bit as this second half will progress how much they're wearing us down a little bit. And we're early third quarter. Well, actually 8:32 in the third, but it's got to wear on you. And the lines just jump, but no encroachment, they say. You see the big line there down on all hands. Brown gives it to Craig. Craig 20, Craig 15, Craig 10. Breaks a couple of tackles. On the pylon, he scurries, and they say he is out of bounds at about the 3. Craig.
Great block there by the wingback.
That was a super block. Outstanding block. Actually, he got 2 blocks. And the Lions get lucky that he stepped out at about the 3-yard line. It's going to be first and goal. Well, this will be another 80-yard drive. They've had 2 80-yard drives, an 83-yard drive, and Stan, 8:09 left. Clock stopped in the third, and they're knocking on the door to the north end zone.
Again, they're just getting to our outside shoulder and getting around us. We've got to do a better job of getting out there wide and trying to pinch that play in a little bit.
You talked about that in the pregame.
Yeah.
Brown on the quarterback keeper crashes into the end zone. It's going to be, they're going to mark him down to 1. No signal yet. And the big guy, Rook Stevens, and Big Boyle there made him pay the price. Didn't get in. It's going to be second and goal. I thought he was going to easily get in that time, but credit the Lions. They stopped him. Didn't give him anything cheap. Here's the replay by Jay Cashin. Trace Robertson, our cameraman tonight. They tried to push him in. The running back tried to push him in, but to no avail. Brown thought he scored. Second and goal from the 1. Same play, I would think. Yep. This time he's in. And that's going to be a touchdown. They haven't marked it yet. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I thought he was in. Touchdown, 80-yard drive at the 7:26 mark of the third. 3 80-yard drives. Very impressive offense by Union City, and now they up the lead to 27-19.
This is their largest lead. No, it's not their largest lead. Well, it would be with the extra point.
Yeah, they led at one time 21-12. They led by 9. And here's Finn Frankham's PAT attempt. Snap back, Craig the holder. It's up, splits the uprights. It's 28-19. Union City ups their lead. 80-yard drive back after this with 7:26 in the third. Stay with us on the BallGame Blitz.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum's Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum's Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum's Steakhouse. Come taste the difference.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Jay Cash, and Trace Robertson tonight. Our team, our executive producer director is our producer director on site is the very talented Jay Cashin. And you folks that follow Worthy Road Studios know who the big boss is, Stan, don't they?
Yep. Call Paul.
Paul Schultze does a great job with coverage not only of TCA but USJ, Jackson Christian, Union, you name it. There's a ball that's knocked out of bounds across the way, and the Lions will have it. Pretty good field position, 7:26. So, Stan?
We'll take it to 35.
Jay just brought up a good point. We had that one turnover that really helped us, although we weren't able to score. But got to get a turnover. Got to stop them, and a turnover would be great, but just got to find a way to stop this juggernaut offensive running attack.
Larry Vales, Rod Parker, John Brailsford, our old board director, Jeff Weiser, among others watching. Miss Christy Timms checking in.
How about Christy?
Blessings to you and your family during your time of need, Miss Christy.
Absolutely. And glad you brought that up because our thoughts and prayers with Christy and the family. Loss of her mother. On the positive side, I will say to Christy, roll tide. Here's Butler. They're at Texas tomorrow. The Cats are in Florida tomorrow.
Don't need to rub again.
The Balls are at home against Pittsburgh. Here's Butler rolling. Butler throwing and Threw it behind
him, yeah.
Cooper Bells. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Yeah, Christy lost her mother this week, and thoughts and prayers with them.
Boy, if this pass would have been completed, it would have been a nice 5-6 yard pickup.
Yeah, because he's got his man beat there.
Yeah. He had the angle, but it would have been a good, solid 5 to 6 yard gain.
Second down and 10, the ball at the 35-yard line. Yeah, you've got yours. Mine was working great earlier, but I can't see any notifications now, but you can, so we'll get you to work those folks in. Ralphie's watching tonight.
He checked in last night.
He doesn't miss a play. Here's a high pass, incomplete. And now a flag comes in at the point of attack. That pass intended.
That's a Rambler's usually going to call a
holding. Yep. Let's see if Union City declines the penalty because it would be 3rd and 10 from the 35.
I don't know.
Wade Butler's been able to sling it around back there.
We've been able to. They may want to.
I think I would decline the penalty, to be honest with you.
They waved it off.
Oh, did they? Well, the flag was thrown not even close to where the action was, and I didn't see anyone in that area that could have been holding, to be honest with you.
My question is, what did he see that made him throw the flag inadvertently?
3rd down and 10, big play. Remember, we converted on a 4th and 4 that wound up being a score later by Tompkins on a Butler pass.
It's a little early to be going to the well.
Oh, yeah, you don't do that now. I'm not even saying that. Here is the pass, and it's almost picked off. Fortunate that Butler did not have that picked off, and making a break on that ball was number 7, Deshaire Jones, the sophomore, and that probably should have been intercepted, to be honest with you. Watch this. Just dropped it.
Lakai Tompkins, if he could have done it out, would have been wide open.
So Butler will have to punt it. Cool off a little bit here, down in the mid-70s. Right around game time.
Remind me that we
81.
need to stop somewhere and get something cold before we get out of town.
Absolutely. Here is
an ugly punt.
Not a good punt by Butler that time, and Union City's going to come out there with great field position. Well, to say that we need to stop at this juncture of the game at 7:04 would be an understatement. TCA down 28-19, trail 21-19 at halftime, and Union City's going to have the ball in TCA territory, I think. Let's see where they sort it out. Going to be at the 49-yard line of TCA, 1st and 10, hash mark left. Next week, Murfreesboro, the site. Middle Tennessee Christian, the opponent. The announcers, Diamond Dave and Stan the Man, along with Jay. I'm not sure if Trace is going to make the trip or not. Hope he does. 1st and 10.
The question is, will I get to park behind the baseball stadium or not?
Let's hope so. 49-yard line. Here's Brown keeping it, and Tompkins said, you should have handed the ball off. Stop. Back at the 50-yard line, a 1-yard loss.
Nice play. Look at Lakai here from his linebacker position. Coming across here. He actually defended the dive play, recognized it, and got to the quarterback to take him down in a rather rude and hostile fashion.
Hostile, mobile.
Agile.
And he reminds
all three ways to describe Lakai.
Just a freshman, but he reminds me so much of Andrew Goldsmith. 2nd and 11. Brown keeps it.
We read him good that time.
Put it in the belly, took it back. And Brown kept it. And that time, tackle. That was Boyle, Kendall Boyle, the big freshman. We brag about Tompkins being a freshman. How about Kendall? He's 285, freshman, defensive lineman. Well, they give him 3 yards, actually 4 because they lost a yard. So it's 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 46. A chance for the Lions to stop them here.
2 huge plays we've got to have.
Absolutely. Handoff, Little Jones didn't get the first down.
And we did a good job. I want to see this replay again. I want you to watch Kelton, number 52, how he fights off this block. Coming on, he fights off the block of 7, dishes him off, and then makes the big tackle on number 1. Great job, Kelts.
Craig made the cut that time. It was not Jones. Well, that gain, though, puts them, stand where they don't even think about punting it. They're just going to go for it. 4th and about 4. The ball at TCA's 43. Lions need a stop. Cross your fingers, cross your legs. Get ready for the Lions to stay in this game with a stop here.
If you're double jointed, do something, cross something else.
Didn't stop them. Arnold, 30-yard line. Big gain there. And they go with a quick popper. And that right side of their offensive line has been what they've gone to every time the bread and butter play for them on almost every drive at one point or the other.
Let's see. Rooksey's Rooksy's out of there right now, but they're running to the opposite side of our biggest guy on the field, and Rooksy's coming back into the game now. But they're running opposite gap of our largest interior man.
Nicholas Riddick out, and you mentioned the big guy back in. Hand off to Arnold again. He breaks a couple tackles, just bulldozes his way over the defender, and he's going to walk into the end zone. 31-yard gallop, showing his power and his nifty feet. And just like that, at the 4:38 mark, 2 touchdowns. Now it's put Union City in this third quarter up 34-19.
Well, no question, we've got to stop the bleeding right here and right now after this.
Well, Arnold, a 31-yard run. That capped off a 48-yard drive. And it's 34-19. And Stan, I have to be honest with you, I know we're at the 4:38 mark of the third, but they've just worn us out a little bit with that offensive line wearing on us a little bit too much right now. The Lions look a little discouraged as they walk off. Got to get those helmets up and get back in it. 35-19, still a game. Stay with us. Short break on the BallGame Blitz.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Diamond and I said that during the timeout, it's 3 kids that have beaten us, the quarterback, the wingback, and the fullback. But I would be remiss if you didn't give credit to that Union City offensive line doing the job and opening up some big holes. Our kids are trying. We're doing some of the right things, and we're making contact in a good position, but a lot of power is starting to show.
Yeah, it really is. I'll tell you one thing, too, Stan. Coach Wallace at Lambeth used to tell me all the time about offensive linemen. Here's a short kick, 15-yard line, 20. That's Nick Jones evading a couple of would-be tacklers, and he moves back to the 25. It's going to be 1st and 10. Coach Wallace one time told me, we were talking about some offensive linemen at Lambeth and other schools in the Mid-South Conference through the years. He told me, he said, the first thing you look at an offensive lineman, no matter how big or how small he might be, is their footwork. And they do a really good job with their feet, this Union City offensive line. If you watch them, you see them on film, they really are pretty nifty, aren't they?
Yeah. One thing I'd like to see us do here, we've tried Lakai up the middle. I want to get Lakai scraping off of the outside shoulder of the tackle or end on the line. Try and get him to the outside edge a little bit. Scrape off the end of the line instead of jamming it in between the guards and tackles.
35-19, 4.5 left of the third.
Let him get a better chance to use that speed.
Butler gives it to Tompkins. Tompkins, great cut, 30, 35. Plows his way up to about the 36 or 7. He's going to be about a yard short. He's got it. Got him about a yard. No, I think he did get it by about a yard. Boy, he made a great cut. Watch this cut. Look at that. And a nice play offensive lineman that time. Nice blocking by TCA's offensive line.
Now, that's only his 5th touch offensively, rushing the football.
Waller, far side right. Could be Waller time pretty soon, Stan. Excuse me.
I'm going to keep the ball, and I'm going to I want to give our defense a little bit of a rest, and Lakai burn some clock here.
And there he is again, up to the 40. Picks up about 3. Could be 2nd down and 7. Made another nice cut. Good block that time, too, on that left side of the line.
Because here's the deal, Diamond. Yeah, well, we like a quick score. Yeah, but our defense is exhausted.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So,
and a lot of the kids are out there playing offense, defense too. So yeah, you're right.
But what gives you can, if Lakai, if we can have a series and rush and punch a score in to give us a little break, gives the coaches a little more time, it will help.
2nd and 7 at the 40. They throw it to Tompkins, and he's nailed.
Great read.
Great read, and we lost the 3 we picked up. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. That is tremendous defense. They stayed right with Tompkins. Look at the break there by the defender, and just puts his helmet right in his knees, and then help from his compadre, and there it is.
Outside linebacker and inside linebackers combining.
We actually lost. Excuse me, Stan. We actually lost the 3 we had and 2 more, so it's going to be 3rd and 12. No, excuse me, 3rd and 8. I apologize. Ball back to the 39. Another big 3rd down play, and Tompkins moved. Yep. Stan, we've seen him do that several times in games prior to this, and you and I speculated last week. Sooner or later, they're going to call that, aren't they?
Yep.
Well, did TCA call a timeout?
Maybe we did.
Yes,
apparently we did. So
yeah.
while they're taking one, let's take one with them. You're watching TCA football on the BallGame Blitz and the TCA Broadcast Network.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Diamond 35-19 midway through the third quarter of this ball game. They've got a couple of scores to start out this second half, and a lot of people speculate this wouldn't be a close game, and it may not be. But if they do, Union City will have earned it tonight because we put up a whale of a fight.
Here's a pass attempt up near midfield. Incomplete. So it's going to be 4th and about 8. Bale's the intended receiver there. Butler's played well tonight, but that one went awry. Enough pressure on him and just underthrew Vales at midfield. Would have had the first down if he was able to catch that thing.
Danny Lewis is correct. The UC offense is productive, but oh so boring. But it is productive.
Yep. Here is Butler's kick. Calls for the fair catch, but wisely lets it bound inside the 25.
Roll.
Great roll down to the 19-yard line.
That's about a 40-yard kick.
40 yards, yeah. 40
yards
on
on
the
one
punt.
of 40 and one of 43 to go along with that sliced 9-iron.
Well, Stan, again, here we are back in the same scenario we were a moment ago, pleading for a stop here. Turnover would be great down in this part of the field. 2.5 left in the third stanza. It was homecoming here tonight. We approach the 9 o'clock mark. You're watching and listening on several radio stations as well as several media entities, but primarily on the BallGame Blitz with Paul Schultze, Jay Cashin.
I'll see.
Ball's at the 19. It's making the 18, actually. 1st and 10. I'm not biting on that, senor. Here is a tight formation, and they'll hand it. Jones, 25-30, 35-40. He's gone. It's going to be an 81-yard run. Well, for the first time tonight, they don't methodically move it for 80 yards or plus. Jones just goes 81 yards, and that breaks the game open. And Stan, nothing fancy. He got by the line of scrimmage and then turned on the afterburners, didn't he?
Well, TCA put up a whale of a fight in the first half, but it's been all Union City here in the first 9 minutes and 43 seconds.
He's got to be over
third quarter.
He's got to be here. Jones came in 317. It's got to be over 400 for him, and then Arnold's over 400 yards rushing on the year. They have some weapons back there. Yeah. That offensive line is productive, and they've worn TCA down a little bit. 41-19, 2:17 in the third. Here's the PAT. It's good. 42-19. Lions now breaking it open, the Tornadoes breaking it open against our Lions. Back after this short break on the BallGame Blitz.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps.
2:17 to go in the third. It was a great ball game at the half, a 2-point affair. At the half, 21-19, but it's been all Union City, and they now lead 42-19. Diamond, they're starting to pull away, but it hasn't been easy.
No, the game being broken
the
up in here.
The people that thought it would be easy are so wrong.
Absolutely. Lions gave them a fit and could have led at halftime. Short
Should
kick,
have.
Nick Jones at about the 15, 20. Far side right, 25-30 on his feet and thrown out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, and a nice tackle over there around the shoulder pads by Darrell Littleton, who was one of the captains earlier tonight.
Well, 1st and 10, TCA around the 30-yard line as we begin this drive. And I'm of the feeling, let's eat some clock here and run the football.
Yeah, 42-19.
Be selective in your passing. If you can get a second and short, something like that, then chunk one. But let's eat clock and gain yards.
21 unanswered points here by the Tornadoes. Head off to Tompkins. Tompkins is dropped for the loss back at the 23. Well, all the pizzazz that TCA we had in the first half has gone awry here in this half. And credit Union City with a lot of that, Stan. They've just really played well here, haven't they?
Yeah, they came from the outside, and we missed our man there, made the tackle there. Got to be a better effort on the blocking there. It was a missed block there that caused that loss.
Yeah, you can dissect a lot of things about football, but ever who wins the line of scrimmage, no earth-shattering statement here. Ever who controls that line is going to win the ball
wins
game.
The ball
no
game.
doubt. Here's Butler rolling right. Wants to throw. Throws incomplete. Waller, the intended receiver, and a nice defensive play there by Jones. Well, what appeared to be maybe a magical night for TCA's turned to not being that here in this half. Janet Butler's watching tonight, John Keith. And John was saying that they're playing well, and they really did play well. Patrick Bunch tuned in tonight.
See, if we don't score another touchdown, we put this into a running clock game.
And
that was 2 points at the half.
Patrick Bunch says, I'd like to see that circus catch. They had. Here's the little bubble screen, and Waller has it. Waller to the 30, Waller to the 35. Waller on his feet, still on his feet, and comes up just short of the first down. That was third and about 16.
Oh, if he could have broke one more.
Oh, he made a great run after the catch.
Well, no question. We should go for it here, and we are.
Larry Butler tuned in tonight. Marianne Cooper. Moose Cooper's watching. Beth Cornelius Waller.
And we didn't get it.
Didn't get it. Did not get it. And Blake Butler not happy at all about the execution there across the way. And Stan, it gives Union City the ball in TCA territory. And Union City has dominated this third stanza with 44 seconds left.
Hindsight's 20/20. About wondering what it would have been if we'd gone off the backside of that play.
So, Tornadoes have it. And Stan, a score here, it's pretty well
it's
over.
It's a score here is going to make it a running clock game.
And it's been everything except that, really. It's just gone awry here in this third stanza. 3 possessions, 3 scores. Then they've had, 6 possessions and scored 5 of them? Is that right? No.
That is correct.
Okay.
They have scored every time they've touched the football except one.
Except one when they turned it over. Arnold carries it down to the 35. I would think they'll just methodically try to run it down TCA's throat here, put the game away, put the reserves in the fourth quarter. They're in no hurry. Play clock. Well, they don't even have to snap it, really, to be honest with you.
You notice Union City using the Lynn Dawson choir huddle formation.
Lynn Dawson just passed away a few weeks ago.
That was the formation we used in high school for huddles.
Legendary Hall of Famer. And they don't have to snap it. They'll just let this clock expire in the third quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 7 at the TCA 36. Union City scored 21 unanswered points in the third. They break the game open. They lead it 42-19. We're back with a final frame after this on the BallGame Blitz.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Well, we're getting ready for a fourth quarter action. 21 unanswered Union City Golden Tornado points open up what was a 2-point halftime game, and they now lead at 42-19, and they are going to get,
trying to get some of those other names that's watching. Edward Blankenship's tuned in tonight. Coach Williams is still with us. We mentioned Larry Butler, Wayne and Peggy Parker, and
Bragg Anderson, Craig Sanders.
Yeah, Danny Lewis said he's not giving up on us. Thanks for the broadcast. He's going over to West Carroll, he said. But some of the folks watching tonight, Beth
Dang,
Cornelius
Lewis,
Waller.
I think he watched my wrap-up show Monday.
Did he? Yeah, that wrap-up.
The name's familiar.
You have that high school show every Monday night.
At 7 o'clock.
Yep. On West Tennessee Sports. 42-19. We have 12 minutes left in this one. Be second. Here's Jones running around the right side. He's going to come back. That's going to come back. Flag back here. He goes in from 36 yards, but the crowd loving it, but that's going to be called back. I think the guilty culprit is Kobe Craig out there trying to spring him with a block.
Here's the thing, Diamond.
Let's watch it again.
How many scores have they had called back because of holding? Now they've gone on to score.
Yeah.
But I know one thing I want to say. We were talking about Lynn Dawson. You remember the iconic photo at halftime in the locker room of the Super Bowl of him sitting in a chair, smoking a cigarette and drinking a Fresca.
I don't remember that, but I'm sure you're accurate.
Oh, man, that's a legendary NFL picture.
49-yard line. I think one of the more legendary pictures of all time in the NFL, and you have to be really older to remember this, but Y. Tittle, the Giants.
On his knees with a bloody forehead.
And a bloody forehead,
yeah. I remember that. You didn't think I'd know that, would you?
I did not. 49-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 20 now.
Homie knows his football.
They're on 49-yard line. They've got some new people in the game, and there's a rare pass knocked
down.
Tompkins knocked that thing and went for it.
He wanted to pick 6 on that, too.
Let's see who knocked you down. Jay has done a great job of those replays. Trace on the camera tonight.
It's Lakai.
And here's Brown.
Well, they had people moving. Yeah.
Yeah. It is Tompkins, that knocked it down, wasn't it? New guy in the game for them, Aiden Reed, a freshman.
Yep. He's been used sparingly once this year for about 2 yards.
3rd down and 20, the ball to throw on 49. TCA's only stopped him one time all night tonight.
We sure need to now.
They had 3 drives in the first half, 80, 80, and 83. Then they had that 81-yard run a moment ago. They've had some big plays, but here's Brown on the RPO. Gives it to Craig, 40, 35, 30, 25 on his feet to the 20, and a big gain down to the TCA 20.
15.
Let's see where they mark it, 15-yard line.
About the 16.
33-yard run. And Stan, again, it's just pretty evident, and I love our kids to death. It's pretty evident. We're sort of worn out right now, aren't we?
Well, we made the first 2. We made 2 of the first. There was 3 reads he had to make on that play. We made the first 2 correctly.
John Keith watching tonight. He's forgotten more about football than the rest of us, but I think he would agree with us. We're just sort of worn out right now, Coach. Well-conditioned team and well-coached TCA, but this offensive line is just – here's Brown on the pitch back, and that's Craig. Craig is into the end zone. 17-yard run by Craig, and this game is going to not appear as close as it probably should be or would be. But that makes it 48-19. The 17-yard run by Craig. And that at the 10:59 mark of the fourth quarter. Really got away from us now, Stan. They've had 4 scores.
27 unanswered points.
Yep, in this half. Had a ball game at halftime. But just credit Union City. They really executed well here in this half. Here's the PAT by Stan's favorite point after guy, Frankham.
Oh, hush.
49-19. I still haven't forgot that shot he hit against us in basketball. 49-19. 10:59 left in the ball game. Stay with us. This is TCA football on the BallGame Blitz.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Well, after that score stand, even some of the Union City fans have headed to the house. They lead by 30 after only leading by 2 at halftime. Welcome back, everybody. Diamond Dave along with Indiana Stan, Jay Cashin, Jay Bird, along with Trace Robertson, the great golfer. And we hope you enjoyed the broadcast, although at the moment it's not one that we've enjoyed seeing in the second half.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the first half. It was a whale of the first half.
Great first half.
Go back and watch the first half again.
Ben Frankham kicks it away. Nick Jones will drop back inside his 10. He's going to bring it out of there. 15 on his feet to the 20, and a flag comes in. Normally that's going to be holding unless it's a face mask. So the Lions gave a courageous and just tremendous effort that first half. They've given effort here in this half. It's just been too much Union City.
Thompson-Smith scoreboard. Well, it's getting a little bit tighter on McClellan Road. 24-17 with 3 minutes to go in the ball game. And let me see. Oh, we got a timeout on the field. It looks like USJ football, but Hardin County's mayoral, it was 24-7. It's 24-17 right now.
We'll talk to Coach Butler after the game. There will be a short post game. We'll remind you of that. Jay's got a lot of equipment we have to get down. We'll help him with some of that. After the game, they'll move the ball back into the 10.
You think they'll let us turn on the light?
First and 10 at the 10. And Butler's back there with Tompkins to his left. And he'll hand it off to Tompkins, and nothing. I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage. I think he did. It's going to be 2nd and 10 there. They pretty well snuffed us on any kind of run here in this half, haven't they, Stan?
Yeah, whatever creases we were finding in the passing game in the first half, they've made the obvious corrections at the half. Credit their coaching staff for doing that.
Yep. 2nd and 10 from the 10. You heard the public address announcer. Tompkins again. No, Butler's going to keep it. Butler's going to try to get outside. He does, and turns the corner, but only gets a handful of yards.
Wow.
And he's out of bounds across the way at about the 12. Picks up 2. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Shocking. If this camera would focus, 55-7. Jackson Christian over ECS running clock. 4:43 to go in that game.
Boy, and ECS looked like the
world beaters.
They looked like the Packers against us, didn't they?
And we played them 20 points better than we did last year.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9.
Actually, 25
Butler
points.
wants to throws incomplete. No flags on the play. There's a little bit of contact there. Blake Butler is hot, and I can't really, to be honest with you, blame him. I think it might have been pass interference. Let's wait and see. Here's the pass. You call it.
That's pass interference all night long.
That's clear pass interference there. I don't like to get on them, but I mean that's not even questionable.
I don't care if it's a 30-point lead for Union City or not. You've got to call the obvious plays.
Blake took his folder and threw it down on the ground. I don't blame him. That's battling for your kids there. That's just a very poor no call by the official. And I don't like to get on them, but that's really wasn't even questionable. Here's a very short punt, and it takes a Union City roll, and it's going to be Union City's ball inside the TCA 20-yard line, leading 49-19, 21-19 at the break, and it's been all UC here in this half.
Well, one call's not going to beat you, but, Lord, at least call it when it's obvious.
Something cold to drink and a cold shower later tonight for these announcers. It was pretty warm. I asked Stan when I went out to the car today, when he picked me up, I said, do I need to take a jacket? 17-yard line.
Are you really thinking so?
I really thought it was going to be down to, and then I looked and said, no, it's only going to go down to 75 or something.
Our press box was a lot cooler than this last night.
Oh, we were comfortable.
And the temperature was warmer last night than it is tonight.
Handoff, they still got their regulars in there. That's Craig carrying it. Well, you're up 49-19. 7 minutes. Why would you not have reserves in the game, Stan? You get someone hurt here, it could cost you a really great season. Again, he knows his personnel better than I do, but I'd have reserves out there right now, especially in this part of the game. And you're leading by 30. You're inside the 15-yard line, 2nd down and about 7. I'd get reserves in there and say, guys, it's your chance to shine, and I'm not going to get any of my starters hurt. He's still got Arnold back there in the backfield behind Brown. Craig's still in the game. Jones is still in the game. They give it to Arnold. Arnold's going to score. Touchdown. Well, every dog has its day. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
55-19, 6:12 left, and
there will come a day when karma will come back to bite for running the score up.
And again, I just question why they would still have regulars in the game.
And that's what it is at this point, running the score up.
Finn Frank comes out there. 55-19, 6:12 left here. Craig to hole and Finn to boot it. It's up. It's good.
Missed it, or did he make it? No,
he made it. 56-19. How long was that run that time by Arnold, Stan?
Be real honest, I do not know.
It really is academic anyway. Well, 56-19, 6:12 left here. We'll be back right after this on the BallGame Blitz.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions.
And welcome back, 56-19. All Union City. What was a competitive ball game is sadly turned into a rout, unfortunately.
It really has. It was 21-19 at the break. TCA had a 52-yard field goal in the waning seconds of the first half to take the lead. Had the distance, but didn't have the accuracy. Nick Jones running for his life back there. A lot of spunk left in this team. And Nick Jones hit across the way over there. And Blake Butler wanted a penalty that time. He thought that watch this, Stan. He thinks, and I think.
Let's see.
Watch him hit him up around the helmet here. Watch. Let's wait and see. And this is what Blake's complaining about.
That's helmet-to-helmet contact.
Yep. It don't like to get on him again, but that's what Blake was complaining about across the way. Well.
Again, right in front of an official.
27-yard line, 28-yard line, 1st and 10, 5:17, running clock now as the Lions trail by 2 at the break, and now they're down 56-19.
And I know I had an official friend of mine send me a couple notes. We talked a little bit about getting on it, but when it's right in front of them, you got to call the play. You can't ignore it.
Yeah, Tompkins runs the football, and they push him out of bounds across the way, and there's a flag coming in. Blake wanted that unnecessary roughness, and he gets the call. And the thing about some of these plays, they've happened right in front of Blake over there. Now watch this. You'll see him. They spin him around. Tompkins still on his feet. And
there was some chicken fighting back at the 35.
He's out of bounds, and they're still pushing him. You see Blake, great camera work by Trace that time. Trace Robertson, great camera work. They'll mark off 15.
This is why you would want to see the Union City coach get his starters out, because it's starting to get a little chippy here.
Well, he's still got his starters in defensively.
And that's why I said, get your starters out, so if you're at least don't get one of your starters hurt because of some foolishness.
Yeah, I really don't know, Coach Markle. I'm sure he's a fine fellow, but you're up 56-19. Why would you still have your first-string defense out there? I questioned the offense earlier, but, hey, it's his team. He can do what he wants to. I guess he's saying, okay, if you're not happy with it, stop us. Here's the throw out in the flat. It's caught. That's Cooper Vales, midfield. Cooper is pushed out of bounds into Union City territory at about the 47-yard line. Nice play. Nice pass by Kay. That's the first time we've had a really positive play.
In the second half.
In a while, yes.
Oh, and Dave, I want to qualify this. Yeah, we've seen some less than spectacular no calls by the officials in this game.
Oh, it's been all Union City,
but
yeah.
That hasn't been what's beaten us.
No, that's true.
But it does make you angry when it happens right in front of you, knowing that they should have called that lookout.
High snap, and Butler has to fall back on it about the 40. It's going to be a loss of about 13 yards. Well, the high snap cost us that time, and we're at the 3-minute mark of the game, and 56-19.
I can't say it officially, but there are rumors on the street we might have a couple of kids, 1 or 2 kids back next week.
Yeah, playing tonight without.
They've been out for a while.
Playing tonight without Daniel Cashin. Kobe's been out too. Little bubble screen, caught 40, 45, and that's Vales up to midfield. Gets a lot of the yardage we lost back, but it's going to bring up 3rd. That's that Delk that caught it. That 5 riding up looks like a 6, but it's actually Delk that caught it. Is that correct? Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's a little bit taller.
Jones made the stop. It's actually Will Weiser who caught it. I apologize. Here's Butler's throw to Waller. Waller, did he catch it? No.
Oh,
great
almost.
effort. Great effort. And 2 defenders back there. They know of Waller's prowess. They had 2 people on him.
We will say this. Braden Waller has torched Union City for 6 catches and 134 yards tonight.
That's a pretty good throw, too, by Butler, to be honest with you. And the running clock, despite the incompletion, it's 4th and about 4. Michael calling in the plays from over there. Good coaching staff. Blake has Michael Mancini, also Nathan Bibb, Will Brasher. Here's the next throw. This is by Tompkins. He's caught it at the 30. Tompkins at the 25. Tompkins still on his feet.
Oh, good move.
And brought down at the 25-yard line with 1:26. Nice play by Butler and Tompkins. Tompkins came back and helped his quarterback out a little bit, caught that ball.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
That is great. You know, you've heard of court awareness in basketball.
Yes.
That was great field awareness in football. Coming back and then a late pile on there, almost led with the head again.
Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A minute left. Like to see TCA score here. Yeah, really would like to be a lot of confidence boosting here. Butler rose, and now we'll just throw it out of bounds.
Smart play.
Yeah, it was. Although it doesn't stop the clock, remember, with 50 seconds.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is, you look at Cade tonight.
Great first half.
He is still all night long not made. He's had a few passes thrown behind, but he has not made bad decisions tonight.
They moved the ball back to the 25 where it was. 30 seconds.
He's made solid decisions.
Maybe a couple plays here. Clock still running, 25. We think they'll throw it in the end zone here. Triples far side left. Butler rolls. Butler throw. It's caught on a deflection. And the pass intended over the middle.
Call timeout.
And Weiser caught that ball on a deflection. Well, Uncle Jeff will like that. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. And Butler down with 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Last play of the game. They'll barely get it off. He'll look in the end zone, and he's going to throw it down there, and it's going to be incomplete. And the game ends with Union City dominating the second half. They win it 56-19. We'll take a break, be back with stats, scoring recap, and then we'll have coming up to Coach Blake Butler, hopefully, and a short postgame. Stay with us. This is TCA football. The tough second half cost us 56-19. Back after this. Stay with us, everybody.
Wow, lights come on.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
If you work outside or in a facility with no AC, or you're just struggling with this year's heat wave, it can really take a toll on your body and health. At Live Hydration Drip Spa, we can help you recover with our Beat the Heat special for only $59. Call or visit us online today to set your appointment.
And welcome back to War Memorial Stadium in Union City, Tennessee. What is Union City famous for, Diamond Dave? Is the home of the Hall of Famer, Coco, not Beware, Coco Ware.
Well, and also right in behind us, I failed to mention this during the broadcast, great friend of mine for a long time, a great friend of every broadcaster.
Talk about this gentleman for a minute.
Jim Cawley passed away back in 2008. Legendary announcer here for a long time. This is the Jim Cawley press box, as a matter of fact. And Jim was only 56 years old when he was passed away. And certainly our thoughts and prayers continue to be with the Cawley family. Although it's been 2008, we still think of him often. And a long-time announcer in this area, and just one of the more beloved people.
I've heard his name.
Always well prepared, always a great delivery, and certainly one of the great people. There's Kelly right in front of us. How about that? Hey, we were talking about you on the way up here. Good to see you. Kelly Shanks Hutchins now. And I saw Mike down on the field earlier tonight as well. Let's give you the scoring recap of this, and Stan has a few stats.
I will say this. Her husband married up.
He sure did. He outpunted his coverage, no doubt about it.
He married into class.
And I like Mike a lot, but Kelly's one of the great people that ever worked at TCA. 62-yard pass play opened up the game. Butler to Waller, and that came at the 11:46 mark. 6-0 TCA. The point after it was no good, and the Lions led 6-zip. 27-yard play as it was at 6:44, the first of a barrage of scores from way outside, as it was Arnold carried it in from 27 yards out, capping off an 80-yard, 9-play drive. PAT by Finn Frankham made it 7-6. TCA came right back. Their second possession, what did they do? Well, Butler to Waller again, this time an 8-yard pass play and a 52-yard drive. 2-point conversion went awry. It was 12-7 TCA. Union City comes back, another 80-yard drive. It was Brown this time, 1-yard plunge. The quarterback, PAT no good, but it was 13-12. That's how we stood at the end of one. 83-yard drive at the 6:01 mark, capped off by the 9-yard run by Brown. 2-point conversion was good by Brown, made it 21-12. It looked like TCA was in deep trouble. What did they do? They turned the tables right back at Union City. They went for it on a 4th and 4 near midfield, made it, and then a few plays later, Tompkins goes in, and a pass play from Butler, and it made it at the 2:56 mark, a 21-19 ball game after the PAT. TCA was to go for a 52-yard field goal attempt by Pierce Holsinger, had the distance, barely missed. We went to halftime 21-19, and then the floodgates opened for Union City in the second half. It was all UC. An 80-yard drive, 7:26. Brown, a 1-yard plunge. PAT made it 28-19. Then Arnold, a 31-yard gallop, 48-yard run. They had the short field, and the PAT, 35-19. Then at the 2:17 mark of the third stanza, Jones, an 81-yard run. The run of the night, really. Broke it open at 42-19. And then 10:59 left. 17-yard Craig run made it 49-19 after the PAT. And then Arnold late in the game scored at the 6:12 mark. And then a running clock ensued, 56-19. Then happy final here. Well, Stan, TCA gave them all they wanted the first half, hung in there for a few minutes in the second half, and then it just went awry after that. And I'm not sure if Blake's going to come up and join us or not.
Quick scores. Jackson Christian wins tonight. Big USJ wins. We'll quickly go through the scoreboard. Chester County 21, Adamsville 7, what we had last score. Scrolling through quickly, and I apologize for this. Milan 35, Liberty 0. Basically, everything went to form tonight except Jackson Christian wins huge, and USJ, I believe, defeated Hardin County tonight. We didn't see either one of those coming, and we'll go to the top of the screen, one quick look.
Blake is making his way up, by the way. We'll
McKenzie is leading the fourth quarter, 49-14.
No surprise there.
Boy, here's the game of the night. South Fulton and West Carroll up in South Fulton. 7:29 to go in the contest. Tied at 42. South Gibson 42, Kirby 0. That's a final. And, wow, upset. Huntington 33, Riverside 7. The scores we were getting earlier were incorrect. Milan 49, Liberty 0, final. Riverside getting manhandled like that is shocking. Dresden 63, Gibson County 0.
Tough night for the Pioneers. And then last night, of course, Trenton Peabody had their way with Southside.
Yeah, I heard a little bit. Well, I was aware of that score. Halls, get this, final. Halls 28, FACS 6. The Halls Tigers are for real. Only one loss, 3-1. How about those Halls Tigers final? USJ 24, Harding County 17. I think the USJ Bruins have wiped the taste out of the defeat by Union City out of their mouth with a victory over what many people considered one of the best teams in all of West Tennessee. Congratulations to the Bruins of USJ.
Every time I think of Halls, I think of Ike Taylor and Andy Pugh over there. Let's take a quick break, Stan. Quick break, and Coach Butler is going to join us right after this. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the head coach of the Lions. Blake Butler is coming up next here on the postgame. Stay with us on the BallGame Blitz.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everybody. The post game, the unhappy final here. The Lions lose at 56-19, 21-19 at the break. TCA just played their hearts out all night, but especially that first half. And Coach Blake Butler joins us. And Blake, win or lose, always it's a long way up here from where you were across the way. So we appreciate you coming up. But a tough second half, but really proud of the kids, the effort they gave. Thought you had a good game plan, passing the ball really well in the first half, but it goes awry there in the second half.
Yeah, just we played a good half of football, and then just did some things that that Union City kind of traps you into a little bit with that offense. And a lot of it is when you have busts or you miss a tackle and things like that, you get guys, especially when you have a young team, that they start guessing and they start doing some of those things. And it's hard. Our guys played hard, and so I can't fault them. Like I said, we just when we play a team like this, we just got to drill it a little bit harder, especially with a young team in practice, just to get them ready and know that hey, they're going to bust a play every now and then.
Sure.
But we can't panic and lose our keys and lose our discipline in it. And that's to their credit, Union City came out and executed in the second half, and like I said, we just kind of put ourselves behind the eight ball too much and didn't move the ball on offense and didn't get the defense off the field. And, it's just kind of the perfect storm there in the second half. And, I challenge the players with, to a man, player, coach, everybody is be critical of yourself and let's find a way to get better next week. And like I said, if every coach, every player takes that attitude, you'll see drastic improvement as the year goes on.
Another big night for Waller and your son, Cade. I thought they really teamed up well in that first half.
Well, what I tell them, it's never as good or as bad as it seems. And there's a lot of good on tape, and there's a lot of bad on tape. And, that's the thing with football is when you win, it's really easy to be up and really easy to miss some things on film that are going to get you beat later on. And same thing when you lose, you don't want to lose sight of the things you did well. And, that's what we want to challenge our kids with is, hey, there's win or lose, there's always things to correct.
Sure.
And, like I said, with this young team, I don't think they realize how close they are. When we play, when you play Union City, you really – it's a learning experience, especially for guys who've never been in it.
Yeah, sure.
And so, I think like I said, there was a lot of good on tape, but just searching for that consistency.
I like what you told Stan in the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show that you guys recorded earlier today. I like what you told Stan. You said, look, we could go out and travel or have someone to travel to us from a long distance and play Apache tonight, but you thought it was important to play a team like Union City.
Yeah, when you have a young team, usually the biggest challenge you're going to face is physicality. And Union City is probably the most physical team you can find, especially in small school, but maybe across the board in West Tennessee. And so, when you're able to expose your kids to a physical team like that, they also have some athletes and some speed. It prepares you for down the run. Like, we want to win all these games. You know, we're not here for moral victories. We're not here for pats on the back and good tries and all that. But we want to face opponents that are going to prepare us to make a playoff run. And, you know, if we go just pull some random team that barely has enough kids to show up to practice and bring them up to our place and play a game that's over at halftime, we don't get any better by that. And that's something that, again, we try to play some competition out of district, and you know, Union City is definitely a team that's going to be at the top of 2A.
Sure, I was talking to one of their announcers next door to us, Robin Francis, their play-by-play guy, and he was talking about shades of yesteryear, how salty their defense was. You gave that defense all they wanted in the first half.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we executed pretty well in the first half. Still missed a couple things, and gosh, just so close on a couple things in the second half that, you know, we put ourselves behind the sticks a couple times, and you know, just some things with execution. Sure. And you know, to Union City's credit, they made some adjustments defensively, and you know, we tried to do some things to expose that, but you know, like I said, there was a lot of stuff that we can learn from this film.
Jay's got a lot of equipment to bring down. We're going to let you get out of here. Safe travels home, sir. The second of a 3-game road trip, Murfreesboro next week.
Yeah, and like I said, this is a good test. You know, you never know. Like I said, in playoffs, you could be at home, you could be on the road.
Sure.
And like I said, we want to challenge our kids, especially a young team. You know, we throw them in adversity, makes them grow up. And like I said, I have a lot of faith in this team that they're going to get it going here before the year's over. And like I said, learn from this, bounce back, and have a good week next week.
Happy belated birthday to you too, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'm sure that John Keith and Janet sent you something really nice.
They did, but all their visits are more concerned with grandkids now.
That's right, yeah. All right, Coach, safe travels home, sir.
Thank you, appreciate it.
That's Blake Butler as he joins us here in the postgame. The Lions play him to the hilt the first half, but really all Union City in the second half. Our team tonight, Stan Gerard, yours truly, Diamond Dave, Jay Cashin, along with Trace Robertson on the camera tonight as well. So our special thanks to them. Until next week at 6:30, Stan, we'll come your way from Murfreesboro. Middle Tennessee Christian is the opponent. We'll have airtime at 6:30 and the kickoff at 7 o'clock. Long trip.
I'll leave you with this final word. Whether it's 56-19 TCA loses or whether we win 56-55, it's always a good day to be a Lion.
No doubt about it. For Jay, for Trace, for Stan, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. From War Memorial Stadium, the unhappy final here, Union City wins at 56-19. God bless you and good night, everybody.